Okay, I should be live. Just gonna wait for people to start hopping into the chat. Hi, Emil. Guess I'll go ahead and start my Geodudes. Hi, Eggs. Hi, Priscilla. Hi, King. And hi, Crystal. I see you've changed your YouTube name. If I plug this right here. Yep, there we go. Okay. 50 Geodudes to trade. There we go. Just a bit. I like your new name, Crystal. Let's see. Hi, Josh, Matthew, Chris, Gum, Cassie, Raptor, Doggo. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing great. I'm really excited to continue my shiny Celebi race versus ThatBaldGamer. He's busy doing the introduction over on his channel right now. We are both streaming this at the same time, of course. So this should be a whole lot of fun, I think. Anyway, this is still a double hunt. Going after a second shiny Alolan Geodude, and let's go. Yeah, should be awesome. Hopefully one of us gets a shiny today, because both of us have had a shiny drought this entire month. So hopefully one of us gets a shiny of some kind today. That would be great. Am I congested? I don't know what I am. I had the flu last weekend, as in the weekend before yesterday. Like 10 days ago. But ever since I got over it, my throat, my chest has still been full of something. And it just sounds bad right now. I think that the longer I stream today, the better it'll get. I already sound better than I did 5 minutes ago. But yeah, hopefully I do okay. Bald asked if I was sure I wanted to stream today, if I wanted to do this race today, and I said yes. We've been putting this off for too long. It's time for us to continue. Why didn't I stream a Chop Day? Because that took place during the Splatfest, and I was already pretty exhausted from other stuff going on during that weekend, so I just didn't feel like it, honestly. Saving up for Roselia Day? Yeah, that sounds like a smart idea. First stream of 2021 for Skull? No, I've streamed several times this month. Most recently, I streamed Monopoly on Saturday. You guys didn't see that? I left that stream unlisted. You guys can watch it whenever you want. I've also did the Splatfest. I did an Among Us stream, 2 Among Us streams, and I streamed Dynamax Adventures 2 weeks ago, and I would love to stream it again this week. Oh yeah, the Kanto event next month. I should buy the ticket for that. X got shiny Snorlax. Congrats. I don't know what our goal is today. I think ideally we'd get up to at least 3,200, so 400 resets on Celebi, but we'll have to see how we're feeling, both of us. Oh, I will, Chris. It's just, I'll probably wait until my next paycheck, beginning of February. Or when my stimulus check comes in, whichever. I'm not really expecting that check anytime soon, unfortunately. My company that I do my taxes through has been very transparent in saying that they suck at giving us our checks, so it's going to be a while. Most unfortunate. Most people have gotten theirs and spent theirs already. I haven't even gotten mine yet. Well, I just woke up an hour ago, Gum, so the day is really really short so far. Don't have much to say about it. Hi, Darksider, how you doing? Glad to see you again. So, again, just waiting on Bald to hop back in the call, and then we can begin on Celebi. And at least in the meantime, we've got Geodude putting in those resets. Going to get up to 500 here. Yep, Wildo, your name is still winning. Oh yeah, Fishy's streaming on Twitch now. I forgot about that. Hope he had a good time. I have yet to get a shiny legendary from Dynamax Adventures, Chris, which is part of why I want to stream. Stream it this week. I would love to try and get that shiny Latias as quickly as possible. Who's winning? Well, it's tied right now, obviously, Fishy. We both are sitting at 2,800 resets on Celebi, and then whatever we go to today, that's what both of us are going to end at. It's just whoever gets it first.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. All right. You ready?
I think so.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I promise I'm fine. I'm good to go.
Okay. All right. Are you at the thing where you can just press A?
No, but you need a head start.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to just count down now, or what do you want me to
count down now.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Alright, here we go.
Let's go.
Wow, when was the last time we did this? Like a month?
It's been over a month, yeah. It was late December.
Late December, I see. Well...
It's been so long. I've been itching to do this again. I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I think I got the reset. I did. I can't believe I remember the reset button thing. Alright, that's good. Okay, so...
Hi, Chia Pet.
We're off. I'm at 2801.
2801.
Yep.
Same.
So you think that I'm going to get this today because I've been so
because you've had a drought.
Else.
Yeah.
It's a long drought. Like no Zapdos, no.
Yeah,
Guzzler.
You haven't. I don't think you've gotten a shiny yet this entire month. So.
Yeah.
I think you're due for a shiny, and what better shiny to get than the shiny pink Celebi?
I would take it.
That's what I think.
Well, we'll see what happens. What about you? How is your shiny hunting going?
I haven't really done it much this month. I haven't gotten a single shiny yet from Dynamax Adventures since I've been starting my hunt for Latias, but I've only gotten in 28 resets on that, or 28 encounters, I mean, so. Yeah, not much shinies, but not much shiny hunting either.
So much to do, so little time, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just got a brand new microphone. It's not for my computer. It's actually a lavalier mic.
Oh, nice. Like, you mean one of those lapel things that clip on to your collar or whatever?
After filming like 2 or 3 live action videos last month, this month, and editing them, I realized my room's a lot more echoey than I thought, and it was just so jarring for it. It depended on like my distance to the camera as well. So anyway, I just decided, you know what, may as well just bite the bullet, get a lav mic, and And I did, and it was on sale on Amazon. It was, I looked up on YouTube, you know, one of those videos, the top microphones under 50 bucks, and the one that I got was actually on sale for 25, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so looking forward to using it in all my live action videos from now on.
Yeah, I used to, back in the day, I used to have one of those for my green screen segments.
Yeah. It's about the same quality as my Blue Snowball, the microphone I'm using right now, so... So I can't complain. I'm really looking forward to that. And I've tested it out. It sounds good, so... It's nice to not have to direct my voice at a camera, just, you know, sit there and talk normally.
Right.
And know that no matter where I'm facing, it sounds the same. It's just really, really nice.
Well, there you go. I finally started watching the Clone Wars.
Oh, nice. Just push through the first 2 seasons. After that, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm halfway through the first. So
it really took a few years before it figured out it took a few years, but it ended up being really, really good at the end. Like, the final season will blow you away. It really will. And yep, all caught up on WandaVision, Fishy.
Oh yeah, WandaVision. What do you think about that show overall?
I like it. I've seen people complain that, like, especially the first 2 episodes were more a slice of life and not actual putting the plot forward, but I don't care. If they made the whole show just in the style of old sitcoms, I'd be perfectly okay with that, with zero plot or relation to the rest of the MCU. I guess I'm just easily pleased.
Well, you know, hey, you like what you like, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I liked Wonder Woman 84, so I guess I am easily pleased.
Nothing wrong with Wonder Woman 84.
The internet just doesn't like it. All my friends hate it. Every person I've seen post on Twitter has hated it. I'm like, did we watch the same film? Because I enjoyed it a lot. It got a little silly towards the end, but like from the beginning, it made itself out to be a low-stakes story. It was just supposed to be a fun story, not a particularly serious one, and I just watched it with that mindset, and I had a great time.
As long as you enjoyed yourself, man.
Yeah. That's sort of how I felt about it, anyway. Oh, this might interest you.
What?
You know Beauty and the Beast, right? The
Yes.
film that's turning 30 this year, not the live action one.
Okay. Wow, that makes me feel old.
Yeah. Before its release, Disney wanted to premiere the film in a big way, but it wasn't done yet. They didn't finish it until about 2 weeks before its theatrical release. So about 2 or 3 months before its release, they had the idea to release a work-in-progress version of the film at the New York Film Festival. It was about 75% complete. Like, the cutting of the film, the editing was identical to the final film, and 75% of the animation was finalized, and the other 25% was rough animation or storyboards or sketches and that kind of stuff to help the audience fill in the gaps. It was the first time that a work-in-progress film or an animated film had debuted at the New York Film Festival, and it was also the first time that any film received a standing ovation after it was done.
What? Say what?
It received a 10-minute standing ovation, and it wasn't even finished yet.
Wow.
Here's the most exciting part to me. The following year, Disney released that exact version of the film, the work-in-progress version, into markets on Laserdisc. You could just go to any store and buy that version of the film on Laserdisc.
Just Laserdisc, though?
Yeah, and they never released it any other way. So guess what I just bought off eBay yesterday?
Well, there you go.
There you go.
How much was it?
it was cheap. It was like $15, and 10 of that was shipping. But yeah, I just love that story. I love the story behind Beauty and the Beast so much. Like, just the work in progress version. It's such a rare example of Disney giving you a bit of a behind the scenes look at a film as it's being made.
Have you seen the Broadway version of it?
No, I haven't. I've heard the songs from it though.
It's really good. It's one of my favorite. I mean, even though I've seen like actual Broadway shows, their reimagining of it on Broadway is really good. It's one of my favorites.
Part of why I like that movie so much is because the guy who wrote the songs died about 6 months before the film came out. Yeah, he died of AIDS at the age of 40. That was, you know, this was the early 90s, so yeah,
right.
If you got it, you died. That's just how it went. But he wrote the music for The Little Mermaid, and his pet project was actually Aladdin. But while he was busy making Aladdin, Disney had to scrap Beauty and the Beast and start all over because they realized it just wasn't working as a non-musical. And they asked him very nicely, hey, can you do the songs for this film? And he agreed, and that's the last thing, that was his last project that he got to do, was Beauty and the Beast. And he won an Oscar for it a year after he died. And I just love that so much, just the story behind it. And the guy's name is Howard Ashman, and if you could pick one person responsible for the Disney Renaissance, it's probably him.
What was when I see it?
What was that?
What was his name again?
Howard Ashman.
Yes, that's right. And he did all those like classic '90s Disney.
Yeah, exactly. He was responsible for Little Shop of Horrors. That's what really started his career. But then he did The Little Mermaid. Like when Disney brought him on to do The Little Mermaid, he just completely revitalized the film. Like, he was like, guys, you're Disney. You do classic musicals. You're supposed to have fun music numbers all the way through. There's supposed to be these big Broadway-style songs. Come on, make it happen. and he did. And the very first thing he did after he was hired on for Little Mermaid, he made Sebastian Jamaican.
Oh, man.
He looked at this lobster and said, okay, here's what we do. This guy is Jamaican now, and he's going to have a big musical number all of his own with this big Jamaican vibe to it. And that was like his first day. He made that decision, wrote the song, and gave it to the Disney execs. And I mean, obviously it worked, but that's just the kind of guy he was. He was so creative.
Right.
His imagination was pretty much exactly what Disney needed at that time.
Under the sea.
Exactly.
Under the sea. Well,
hi, soy sauce. How's it going?
Hopefully, I don't know. We keep saying this, but hopefully one of us gets this today.
Yeah, that would be nice. I hope one of us gets a shiny of some kind. I am also hunting for a second Alolan Geodude on the side, so...
I see.
It's up to about 500, so only about 10% of odds, but... who knows how high it'll get by the time we're done today.
Who knows? I'm thinking about starting to do some duplicate or double hunts as well too, maybe.
Just to help speed things up.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's really useful to have Pokemon that hunt for themselves with the Turbo Controller, because then you don't even have to pay attention. You just let it hunt for itself, and then at the end you check your Pokédex to see if there was a shiny.
Well, there you go.
I'm doing that with all the fossils in Sword and Shield. I'm doing it with all these Pokemon in Let's Go, all the Alolan forms. So... It's just really nice to not even have to pay attention.
Right.
I mean, you've seen how many Pokemon I've gotten from my Turbo Controller while we've been doing the Celebi race.
Right. So that's for the 3DS, right?
No, the Turbo Controller is... well, if you want to hunt the fossils in Sword and Shield, then you can just use any regular Turbo Controller that can hook up to the Switch. If you want to hunt for stuff in Let's Go, then you need to modify a Joy-Con, which is what I did. Or you need to buy... apparently they did actually make a Turbo Controller Joy-Con, but it was a Monster Hunter themed thing, and it was not made much of, so it's kind of expensive and rare these days.
What count are you at?
28, 23.
Okay, I'm at 28, 22.
Nice. Okay, we're pretty neck and neck.
Beep 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 beep.
But yeah, is my voice sounding better now?
It's getting better. It's clearing
Yeah.
up, but it also must be the new mic. Are you using that mic now, or
What mic?
you said you got a lavalier?
Yeah,
lapel
it doesn't
mic.
plug into my computer.
Oh, okay.
I'm just using my Blue Snowball. But the lavalier is about the same quality as this.
Yeah, I use the lapel thing, plug it into my phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Well, that's what I'll actually be doing is I'll be plugging it into one of my mini extra phone devices, because I use my phone to record the video, and the lavalier mic the cord won't reach while it's recording the video. So my wife just upgraded from a Galaxy S9 to an iPhone 8. So her S9 is just sitting there collecting dust, so I'm actually going to use that to record the audio and then just sync it all up in post.
There you go.
But one of the reasons I picked this microphone is because all the reviews made it very clear it's plug and play for all the modern smartphones. If it has a headphone jack, then you just plug it in and it's good to go. So makes it a lot easier. I don't have to buy like an external amp or something.
Right.
Because what's the use in a $20 mic if you have to buy a $100 amp to make it useful?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I've been craving lately? Watching the Pokemon movies.
Yeah, I saw your tweet the other night.
Yeah, I know why. It's because I've been writing stuff, and when I write, I listen to music, and a lot of my music is music from the Pokemon movies.
Yeah. I mean, some of the older ones are good. I wish they were more accessible. Some of them, I mean, you can't even find them anywhere. Like,
I mean, I own all of them on DVD. and
Oh, there you
Blu-ray,
go.
So it's not big of a deal to me.
yeah. But some of the good ones, like, the 2000 and the 3 and Forever.
I
and
think
all that
those
stuff.
are on Netflix.
They aren't. Not at least not the 2000 and the third one.
Okay.
Some of them are like, a few.
A lot of
them
the
are.
newer ones are, I think.
Yeah.
In fact, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution was the most watched anime film on Netflix last year, which
There
kind of
you go.
surprised me.
Popular franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's turning 25 this year.
25.
I'm just trying to remember the last time I actually binged all the films from the first one to the latest one, and I don't think I have, since there were only like 13. So half a franchise ago.
Many years ago. Mashing the button here.
But yeah, you may or may not know, when the first movie came out, there was this soundtrack album. It was just a compilation of songs from all the big pop artists of the day. Some of them were Pokemon related, some of them are not. But they had everyone on there. They had like NSYNC, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears. They had everyone on that album.
All the oldies but goodies.
All the big ones from the late 90s. They had everyone.
Right.
They had Aaron Carter, for crying out loud. But I just love listening to that. It's just crazy to me to think that CD came out in 1999, which is over 20 years ago now. But it like the quality, since it's a CD, it sounds like it just came out yesterday.
Right.
I mean, all the instruments and the vocals and stuff have that 90s vibe to them, but the quality is just that good. And it just, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but It just makes me ultra nostalgic listening to that stuff because it came out during my childhood, and yeah, I just love listening to that music, and the more I listen to it, the more I crave watching those movies again.
Yeah. Hang on one second.
Okay. Can you guys believe I still haven't watched the newest Mewtwo film? I don't have Netflix, and it was only available on Netflix until like 2 or 3 months ago when it came out on DVD. This is awkward. Well, you don't have to watch it, Dylan. This is shiny hunting. This is what you have to expect. A lot of nothing and a lot of filler. Hi, Zachary. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Zach. I know I don't sound great. I don't know why. I feel fine. It's just my voice that's shot. Maybe I should just, not talk for a few days. Maybe that'll fix everything. Oh, nice, Rusky. Congrats. I got a shiny Tauros yesterday. Was it yesterday? Pretty sure it was yesterday. No, it was the day before.
Alright, I'm back.
Hi.
Hey.
Did you try and get a shiny Tauros during that event?
Oh, you mean the Raid Den event?
Yeah.
I thought I told you, Skull. I'm done with Raid Dens. I can't stand them. No. Plus, I'd rather get run over by a Ford Taurus than get a shiny Taurus. Oh, man. Uh-oh, here we go. Here's me and my controversial shiny opinions.
You don't like Tauros?
No, I've actually, now, ever since Gen 1, when I was a kid, I haven't really been a fan of Tauros. I don't know.
Well, I know it's hard to find in the Safari Zone, but you don't have to judge a whole Pokemon just because of that.
Oh, yes, I can. It's partially because, though, I just don't like normal typings. So, to me, Tauros is like the textbook normal type. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, Skull.
My favorite Pokemon of all time is a normal type, man. That hurts.
Well, what is it? What is it?
Helioptile.
That's part electric.
It's part normal.
Well, but you know what? The electric part consumes the normal part, so it's electric first, normal second.
Yes, it is. It was the very first Pokemon ever revealed that had normal as a secondary type.
I see. Also, I didn't realize I had my BRB screen up. There we go.
Imagine getting a shiny and no one got to see it because you had your BRB screen up.
Oh, they'd see it, but it's a little bit weird, though.
I just realized the Crystal copyright date is 2001. That means Crystal in the United States turns 20 this year.
Oh, wow.
We're going to get a shiny Celebi 20 years after the game released.
Well, there you go.
And if one of us doesn't get a shiny Celebi by the end of this year, I think we're just going to be sad.
Yeah. Also, what's up, Peppy? It's gonna take 20 years at this rate? I don't know about that. I got really heated in that Tauros argument. I didn't realize my BRB screen was up. Because I was... no, but it's just... I heard about it. It was actually... they were doing 3 Pokemon, right?
Yeah. It was like 3 Pokemon, and if you found Tauros, it had a 2% chance of being shiny.
The only normal type Pokemon I really like is Snorlax. And that's about it.
Huh.
I don't really count like the hybrids, like Beware is normal fighting.
Okay, so as far as pure normal goes,
right? That's what I mean by Tauros is like a textbook normal type Pokemon. I just can't stand them. No. In come all the hate for all the normal type lovers. But I already said, like, people have asked me on my streams before, like, what's your least favorite type? And before I figured out that Bug was strong against Dark, that was. But now, it actually has some use against Dark type Pokemon. So I'm gonna say normal is my least favorite type.
So you hate Eevee?
Yeah, actually, I really do. Yep.
You hate Lopunny? Come on, man, Lopunny.
Yeah, oh yes, yeah. Keep them coming, Skull.
Llama God.
I don't even know what that is, so I hate it.
Arceus.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Wooloo?
Oh God!
I
Don't
don't
get me
even have to
started.
ask.
Don't get me started, Skull. You're just trying to trigger me at this point.
No, I haven't got my shiny Latios or Latios yet.
Oh
Hi,
man.
Soda. How's it
But
going?
yeah. What about you? What if you had to pick? If you were forced at gunpoint to pick your least favorite type, what would it be?
Carson says he thinks that you just are scarred by Whitney's Miltank.
No, I never have a problem with Miltank.
Huh.
Anyway, what is your
My
least favorite?
least favorite type? Probably Bug?
See?
Maybe?
Also, Soda, I will look you in the eye and say I hate Swablu. Yes.
I'm trying to think of what other types I actually don't like. Most of the types that I think that I gravitate to are just ones that I don't use those Pokemon too much. Not that I actually hate the typing itself.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's like normal. And Bug, you don't really necessarily have a use for Bug.
Well, Bug, I mean, if you get a Heracross, that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what my least favorite type is.
I can say it's
Probably
top 3 are normal, Bug, and Poison are probably my top 3. Well,
see, I would say I don't like Poison, but then I love Nidoqueen and I love Salazzle, so
that's the thing. I can name favorites. Like, okay, so I got Snorlax for normal, Vikavolt, and Centiskorch and Scizor.
yeah. See,
for Bug.
Vikavolt, Centiskorch, those are great Bug types.
For Poison, I really don't like Poison, with the exception of the hybrids. So like, Toxtricity is a great type. That's electric and poison.
Yeah, there's a lot of poison types I like. I love Salazzle, like I said. I love Scolipede. That's a nice one.
There you go.
It's a beast looking bug. I love it. And that's also a bug. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Salazzle's a good one, like you mentioned before. Fire poison is a good typing.
Yeah.
Then you got, I can't stand Zubat, but I really like Crobat. Crobat is a solid, poison.
See, everyone hates Zubat until they find a random shiny in the cave.
Well, that was me. I can't believe I did that.
That was you and your Golbat and Omega Ruby.
Can you believe that? And that was so stupid that happened, because
that was right after you said you never get random shinies too.
It was right after I said that, for one, and then two. Hang on one second. And then two. It was like, I barely encountered anything to begin with, because I was very stubborn in my wild encounters.
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted. But then it was this one part of the game where like I needed strength as an HM. And I already taught someone in the Poke Center that, but I was too lazy to go back to the Poke Center to pick it up. So I was like, all right, let's just see what's in this cave. And 3 encounters, I got a stupid Golbat shiny. And I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Congrats.
I was like, pretty funny.
I've never found a random shiny ever.
Yeah, I know, it's
during a
rare.
playthrough of a game. I should specify that I have found random shinies in post game. It was a Bunnelby and 3 Garbodor, and they were all in Y.
Garbodor.
3. I found 3. My least favorite Pokemon.
So, you just reminded me. I actually have caught a wild full odds random Garbodor, but that wasn't live, so I don't really count it. And plus, I hate it. But but this was my first time live, like just derping around, and then I was like,
yeah.
But so I feel like I'm an actual shiny hunter now. I can scratch it off the bucket list.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, I have yet to find a shiny during an actual playthrough of a game. I suppose the only possible exception is if I found some random Pokemon in Gen 1 that would have been shiny, but no one counts those, because there's just no way to know.
Right. I wonder if someone just caught, like, dude, playthrough and you just catch every Pokemon, then you trade every Pokemon to like Gen 2 and see if by chance it's shiny.
It would take so long.
It would take a while.
It's probably just easier at that point to give yourself an infinite number of rare candies so you can level them up just to look at their stats and see. Because you could tell if they're shiny by their stats.
Right. Well, when we get this, we're going to be trading it up into Pokebank, and then...
Yep. Bald will be sending his up to Sword and Shield. I'll be leaving mine in X and Y.
Yes.
And then I'll be using this copy of Crystal to breed some easy Gen 2 shinies.
I got to transfer up my Lugia because I can't transfer it back anymore, can I?
No, you can only transfer it forward.
Right. So it was in Soul Silver. I transferred it to Platinum, but I can't transfer it back to Soul Silver.
Yeah, you can, because they're both in the same generation.
So I can transfer it back to Soul Silver?
Yeah, if you want.
I was told you couldn't, so that changes things.
You can. I don't know who told you that, but they're a liar.
I'm going to call it like it is. I'm going to give it a shot because I want to maybe do a Platinum Nuzlocke.
Yeah, I read chat.
But I would have to get my Lugia out of there. So...
I do read chat, but as you can
if
hear,
by chance
I'm
they are going to do Gen 4 remakes,
I won't be able to
I'd
respond
like to do a
every single
Nuzlocke
minute.
before all that happens.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing Gen 2 shiny breeding. 1 in 64 odds.
Wait a minute. For eggs?
Yeah, if you breed a shiny in Gen 2, the offspring has a 1 in 64 chance of being shiny.
The parent has to be a shiny.
Yeah, so if you just chain breed, if you start with your Gyarados, you can chain breed down to anything, because you just breed down to something in a different egg group and breed that down, and just you could really get like there's 251 Pokemon in Gen 2. You could use this method to get over 230 of them. The only ones that wouldn't work for are the ones that are genderless and the ones that cannot breed, which is mostly just the legendaries. So, yeah. I mean, the trade-off is it takes an insanely long time to actually hatch eggs in Gen 2 because your steps just take so long to get in, even with the bike. But, your odds are just way lower than you'll ever get in any other game. So, I think it's worth it.
Right. That makes two of us.
Yeah. I still haven't hatched my shiny Snivy in Pokemon X and Y. I started on that in last November and I haven't gotten it yet. So, I'm looking forward to getting some easy stuff in Gen 2.
What do you think is the best way to shiny hunt Gen 2 starters? Soul Silver or, the originals?
Easily? Heart Gold Soul Silver. Easily.
Why do you say easily?
It's not even close. It's not even a contest.
Well, okay, explain.
Okay, first of all, in Heart Gold Soul Silver, you get to look at all 3 starters and see if any of them are shiny.
Oh, that's true! I didn't think about that. So wait. So in the preview, it'll show up as a shiny?
Correct.
Wow, that's OP.
So, I mean, that already makes it 3 times faster that you're going to find a shiny anyway. But also, in Gen 2, female starters can never be shiny. So if you are just randomly given a female, that's already a failed shiny, but you don't know it until... I mean, you could use it to check the nickname, but yeah, it's already a failed shiny. It's just faster and easier to get a shiny starter in Gen 4 in Heart Gold Soul Silver, because you get to look at all of them first, all 3 of them, not just the one that you're picking, and you don't need to mash through extra dialogue. It's just way easier in Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Hang on one second.
Okay. I mean, I got my shiny Totodile in just about 1,000 resets in Soul Silver, so yeah, way easier. I can't imagine people shiny starter hunting in Gen 2. People do it, but it is not common at all. And besides, even if you did, you'd need to do it on the Virtual Console if you wanted to transfer it up to later games. So, just so you guys know, every once in a while, Bald will mute himself up so he can talk to his chat.
Okay, I'm back. I had to deal with some delinquents in the chat, so anyway.
I'm up to 2858.
Okay, I'm at 2857.
We are neck and neck this time.
Yep.
Which is interesting because I actually am just mashing A the whole time, nonstop. Maybe it's that head start I gave you.
Nah.
Shiny Hunt Togepi. Well, people have shiny hunted the gifted Togepi. It is such a long hunt, though. Togepi is one of the longest eggs that it takes to hatch. Wait, is it longest or shortest? Either way, there's not much of a point to shiny hunt the gifted egg when you could just Masuda hunt for Togepi and hunt for multiple eggs at once.
So wait a minute. So if I were to do, because like I said, I'm considering doing those double shiny hunts. So if I wanted to do Johto starters, you fully recommend?
I 1,000% recommend Heart Gold Soul Silver. I got my shiny Totodile in 1,124 in Heart Gold Soul Silver.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Like I said, you get to check all 3 starters. So if you're going for a specific shiny starter, then probably doesn't matter which one you do. But if you're just going for a shiny starter, any shiny starter, Heart Gold Soul Silver is literally the best Pokemon game ever to do that, because it's the only Pokemon game, not even Diamond and Pearl do this, it's the only Pokemon game where you get to see if it's shiny when you're picking the starter.
I see. Well, I'll give that a shot then. Maybe I'll do that as my Gen 2.
I found it to be a really fun thing, and it was a fast one too. Like, I think the resets are about as fast as what we're doing right now. And like I said, each time you get to look at 3 Pokemon, not just one. So,
right.
So even though I did 1124 resets, that meant that I saw over 3,300 Pokemon, which is, that's over a third of odds. That's almost half odds. And it was in maybe just 2 or 3 streams.
That's not that bad.
No, I really do recommend it.
All right, so pop quiz. What is the worst? This is all opinions, by the way. There's no definitive answer. But what is the worst water Pokemon?
Considering water is the most common type. Hang on.
It's a big one.
I'm not really a fan of Bruxish.
That's not a bad pick at all. For me, it's Love Disc. Just, because
of your
what is
heart.
love anyway, right? Just kidding. No. To me, that was the easiest trade in Soul Silver with the NPC that gives you a Steelix. I was like, are you kidding me? Fine, yeah, here.
There you go.
This Love Disc.
Give me my Steelix. Give me my free Steelix. Come on, give it.
Exactly. Oh, man.
My chat is erupting with people saying Basculin.
Yeah, that's another bad one. I mean, it's so funny that people don't even mention Magikarp, even though he's technically...
Probably because it evolves into Gyarados.
Right, because at least there's that.
Yeah. In fact, you may think, when you're at the base of Mount Moon in Gen 1, they offer you a Magikarp for $1,000. It may seem like a terrible deal, but no, if you train that thing, you'll have a Gyarados before the 3rd gym.
Right, no,
So
yeah.
That's actually an insanely good deal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've gotten to the point now whenever I play Gen 1, I do that, because it's just worth it to me.
Oh, it is. It certainly is.
So,
One second.
Okay. Whew. My water's all gone. My water's all gone. I might need to go and get another bottle soon.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, at the very least, I'm staying hydrated.
That's important.
Oh, are you familiar with SpaceX's Starship?
No.
Okay, it's the one that flew up 12 miles and then almost landed about a month ago. But
oh, wow.
Oh, they're doing another test of that today.
Oh, okay.
Or at least they're planning to. So, hopefully this one lands. Yes, Josh, we're still working on the shiny Celebi, as the title of both of our streams makes clear. It's not unlucky. We're not even between us. We're not even. We are halfway to odds between us, but we're not at odds yet. Like, odds for Celebi are 8,192. You can see
1,000?
we're not even to 2,900 yet, so we're essentially just a little over a third of the way there each to when we should expect to see a Celebi. There's not even a guarantee we'll get it by that point, although I sure hope we do.
8,192.
That was the odds for every shiny Pokemon before Gen 6. Gens 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Any Pokemon had a chance of 1 in 8,192. Gen 6, 7, and 8 cut that in half. 4,096. Lucky us.
There you go.
I'd say Gen 6 is when shiny hunting really became viable, though, because it just introduced so many methods. And cut the odds in half, so that's when most of my people that I know who are shiny hunters started shiny hunting was in Gen 6.
Yeah. I was a late bloomer. I was like 7 or 8. I guess Gen 7, because Sword wasn't out yet.
Yeah. Well, you really got your start in Sword and Shield, though. And, hey, to be fair, those are great games to shiny hunt in.
Yeah, that's true.
We've gotten dozens of shinies. Both of us have gotten dozens of shinies in Gen 8.
Oh, yeah. I'm creeping up on 100 in Gen 8.
I have over 100, but those are not all that I have caught in Gen 8. A lot of those are transferred up from previous gens. Including that new shiny Tauros that I just got. I can't take full credit, though. One of my channel members found the den and saved it and asked if I was interested, and I said yes because I had a few open minutes. Actually, Gen 8 is not the easiest to get the shiny charm, Carson. Believe it or not, well, I mean, first of all, the easiest to get the shiny charm is Let's Go, which is a Gen 7 game. And to be fair, Let's Go is a really popular game for shiny hunters, probably because there's not much else to do in that game. But actually, the easiest game to get the shiny charm is actually the original Sun and Moon. You only need 300 Pokemon. It's a little harder these days, but you know, the GTS still exists. If you want the shiny charm in honestly, if you want the shiny charm in Gen 6, it's still possible. A whole lot harder, but possible. But yeah, Gen 8, right now, it's probably the easiest to get the shiny charm. Right now, this very moment. Just because of how active it is. A little less active now that Pokemon is banning people who have hacked Pokemon in, but... Brando is asking, do you think it's worth it to buy a 3DS to play Sun and Moon? I am the wrong person to ask that.
Nah.
Here's what I think. I think that it is worth it to at the very least get a cheap 2DS, because even if you don't play Pokemon, you still got like 5,000 games to choose from between the DS and the 3DS, and they will, like, all of them except for 5 will work on just a cheap 2DS. So I think it's worth it to own one of those just because of the huge amount of games that you'll have access to. Now, is it worth it to play the original Sun and Moon? That is a good question.
No, it's not.
I like Lily's story more in that, but Ultra Sun and Moon are a more complete package.
Yep.
So, I can't answer that, unfortunately. I've been craving Sun and Moon again, personally, just to replay Lily's story in that, because it changed enough in Ultra Sun and Moon that I didn't like it there. But I'm also willing to accept that Ultra Sun and Moon are the more complete games and they offer way more to do. But also, Sun and Moon are way cheaper. They're like $15 at GameStop, so... like, you really, like, if you're lucky, you could get Sun or Moon, and a 2DS to play it on for only $50 total. That's less than just the base game of any of the Gen 8 games. So if you're talking about for budget reasons alone, then yes, I say it's worth it. But if you're talking about for a full experience, I can't answer that. That's just such a hard question to answer.
Right.
Virus, I don't have a new microphone. This is my voice sounding terrible. I actually did get a new lavalier mic, but that's not what I'm using. This is just the same mic I always use for my streams. But to be fair, I also have 12 3DS systems, and that's not enough. Always need more. A collector's work is never done. Yeah, this is not a new microphone. This is just my chest deciding that it wanted to not function for the past week.
A full week?
I don't know how to fix it. This is how I've sounded for the past week straight. Pretty much since the end of Splatfest. I don't know what's wrong.
I guess it's just like me and my lingering cough. It might just be the time of year.
That's what my mom thinks. Seasonal allergies.
Yeah, just the thinness of the air.
That's not a problem down here. Fact is... Huh. I just realized. I wonder if the humidity is part of the problem.
Might be.
Maybe if I were in a drier environment, this would fix. Do I have any tips for new YouTubers? First of all, don't do it. Not worth it. 2, honestly, just do something you're passionate about. Focus on stuff that you love, that you really care about, and if you do, then that's what matters more than trying to get views or subscribers or whatever. Just focus on what you're passionate about. Right now, my passion is not the same passion that it was 5 years ago, that's for sure. Right now, my passion is writing, which I can't make YouTube videos out of, so yay. But that's just where my inspiration is, where my motivation is sitting down and just... I've written like 7,500 words in the past 2 days. I haven't felt that kind of inspiration to write since I was in my teens. It's been a very long time. But you know, on my channel, in the past I started as a Pokemon trading card game channel. That was my passion. And then when that passion went away, I transferred over to making Splatoon videos, and that was my passion for a while. And hopefully it comes back, because right now, like for a lot of last year, my passion was in shiny hunting, and it's still there, but not nearly as big as it once was. So whatever my new passion is after that, we'll just, you know, that's what I'll do, and that's just what I've decided to do with my channel.
Right.
That's what Bald does.
Sometimes.
Okay, no Geodudes. Going up to 600.
Nice.
So, we're supposed to get a new carpet in my house. The carpet guy was supposed to call last Monday. He never did. He still hasn't. My room has been ready to be packed up and moved to a different part of the house for over a week now.
Oh man.
I'm at 2885.
I'm at 2880.
Okay. Video game cabinet. Not sure what you're talking about, Staru. That's an idea after match, but that's not where my inspiration comes from. I really need to be in a mood to write, and I need to listen to music, and I need to be free of distractions. Otherwise, whatever I do, it feels forced and doesn't sound right. I think I'm going to do an AFK real quick to go get another bottle of water.
Go for it, man. Take care of yourself, dude.
Just going to let this Celebi spawn. Okay. And reset. BRB.
Hopefully it's a shark. No problem. Yes, the GS ball, which means gold silver ball, which I didn't even know it meant that prior. I thought it was something else, but yeah, GS means gold silver. Maybe I can catch up to him now that he's gone. I don't know how folks are on Skull's end, but over on my end, I got a bunch of 2-year-olds that just don't understand that we're talking to one another here. We have got guests. Read my comment. Oh my god, say hi to me, ThatBaldGamer. Is he read the chat? Derpy derpy diddly derp. Y'all need to like get that stick out of your butt and just like enjoy yourselves, man. Life's too short to just micromanage chats and people, and just sit tight and enjoy yourself, man. Like I don't get it. I don't know. Like coming from me, like if I was a viewer in another chat, I'd feel like an a-hole, family friendly, if I just went to someone and was like, hey, Failboat, read the chat. Do you see my comment? Do you see my comment? Do you see my comment? Yo, Fires, do you see me? Hey, you, derpty derp. It's like, don't be that guy. Like, don't be that guy. You're better than
guy. What guy?
Exactly. You don't want to know.
Okay, don't do it.
I'm lecturing right now. Oh man, yeah, this is not cool. You're not making any friends doing that.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Exactly.
Favorite evolution, Sylveon. I wonder how they're going to make it so you can get Sylveon in Pokemon Go. It's going to be something ridiculous like walk with your Eevee for 100 kilometers. I already know it. Hi Haruka, lunch break, yay. I just got sent a picture of a sticker. It's Aerith with a chair from Final Fantasy VII Remake, and the caption says, "Peace was never an option."
Nice. What's that?
My day's going really well so far, Haruka. Thank you. You still haven't finished that game, have you? Oh, he said 1 sec. I thought he said what's up. Okay. That makes sense, Ryan. I guess we'll have to see what they decide.
You there?
Yep. Hi again. You have yet to finish that game, don't you?
What now?
You have yet to finish FF7R.
Yeah, I do. I haven't finished it yet.
Well, you have a PS5.
That's true. I do. I'm thinking about starting over from scratch.
I've seen YouTube videos. That game loads super fast. Like, less than 10 seconds fast.
The frame rates and stuff?
I don't know if the frame rates are any different than what you would expect from PS4 Pro, but the resolution is like 1800p, so you know it's full 4K, up close to it.
Hang on one second.
Okay.
Again, sorry.
Okay. Well, Ryan, hopefully one of us gets the shiny today. That would be really nice. That'd be awesome. Guess we'll see. Doom was on
Okay, I'm back.
Apparently, Doom was on sale for $6 on PS5.
Doom?
Yeah,
Like the new ones or like the originals?
the new one.
Okay.
I played the Switch port of that. You'd be shocked at how well it runs. Like, man, they actually did a good job porting it.
Oh, the Switch port, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I've heard that they did a phenomenal job.
yeah, like, wow, I was impressed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Like I said, it's the time of the year. It's the season.
I'm not dying, guys. Honestly, I don't feel it. I really don't. It's just when I breathe, I hear it, and that sort of forces me to try and cough.
Nah, it's fine, man.
You know what's interesting? If you have PS Plus, which you need if you want to play PlayStation games online, then you can actually redeem the monthly PS5 games for free even if you don't have a PS5 yet.
Right.
So I already took advantage of that, and I have Bugsnax already redeemed and waiting to download once I eventually get a PS5.
Are you gonna play Bugsnax?
I might. I don't know what I want my first PS5 game to be. Honestly, it might just be Astro's Playroom. But it might be Miles Morales. I haven't decided yet. We'll have to see. The PS5 is still a long ways away for me, unfortunately.
Well, you never know. Stuff could happen.
I miss the days when you could go into a store and actually get a console. Or at least, I miss the days when you could at the very least wait outside in line to get it. You can't even do that with these new consoles. They're all online only, and they all get bought up by bots.
Or ThatBaldGamers.
Or ThatBaldGamer. You got yours legitimately. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the people who like program bots to get 5,000 consoles and then just say it's a free open market, it's capitalism, I'm just playing the game the way it's meant to be played. I hate those people. I hate those people with a passion.
Well, you know.
Honestly, I'm at the point now where I miss the scalpers who just got their stuff in the store. I miss those. I miss it when, in order to scalp a console, you had to go to a store and get it. I miss that. And I hated those people back in the day, too.
Back in the day, just waiting in front of the line, you know, out in the cold.
Yeah. Because at least they earned it. People with the bots, they don't. And it doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon.
The current climate of, you know, consumerism.
Of programming bots. That should be illegal. But it's unenforceable even if it was.
What are the chances, chats, for one of us getting it today?
At least 1 in 8,192.
You might be right. You might be onto something.
I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't a full-time YouTuber. Honestly, don't have a clue.
Might be onto something there. But yeah, no, I've been currently playing the Tomb Raider games on PlayStation 5.
Ah, nice.
So I just beat the first one, which I already played before, but I don't think I played I played the original PS3 one, not the definitive PS4. So now I'm working on the second one, which I haven't played at all. So I'm excited about that. So.
Sounds nice. I have a Tomb Raider game on Xbox One. I think it's Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It was like $5 on sale at Best Buy. I couldn't resist.
That's the third one, and yeah, that was also free on PS Plus recently.
Yeah, I think so.
Hang on one second again. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
As I have told my chat, there will be times when Bald just has to mute himself. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes when both of us are streaming at the same time. Honestly, I don't know what I'd do if I was not a full-time YouTuber. I've been thinking about that off and on ever since I made YouTube my full-time job 7 years ago, and I just don't know. I might never find out. Well, Jeffrey is probably better if you mute one of the streams. I could be a streamer. Well, I think the question is more of, if I wasn't a content creator, what would I do for a job?
It's tough out there.
If I had a choice, I'd work for NASA.
I mean, nobody gets to choose really what they do per se. Like,
yeah.
There's very rare circumstances where they get a choice. Like, usually it's just you go for what's available in your skill set and hope for the best.
Pretty much. It's harder for me because I don't have a college degree, so that really limits my options. I don't know what I'd do, and I don't care. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm pretty content. I'm up over 2,900, by the way.
I am 28.95.
29.05, so I'm 10 ahead of you.
Uh-oh.
What did I want to do before being a YouTuber? Yeah, I didn't know then either. My whole life, I haven't known what I wanted to do when I grew up. Still don't know. YouTube just sort of happened. I was in college. I was pursuing a journalism degree. And I started YouTube as a hobby. And then at some point, I realized I was making more from YouTube than my real job. So at the end of the semester, I dropped out of college and I quit my job. And I just shifted full-time to YouTube. And I've been doing it ever since.
There you go.
I couldn't be a journalist. I couldn't. The journalism environment these days is intolerable for me. It's more geared towards garnering clicks and padding out length than truth and facts. I think it says a lot that, and this is completely outside of politics, by the way. I think it says a lot that the left, the media that leans left is all behind a paywall, and the media that leans right is completely free to read. Like, you can't read the New York Times, but you can read the New York Post. So I couldn't get into that field with a conscience. I just can't. It's all about money and about agendas. It's not about actually reporting the truth anymore, and I just couldn't do it.
It's funny you should say that, because I actually, if I had it all over to do again, I probably would have, because I majored in music, which is even more useless. And then, but I would have probably, I minored in English, and I really loved to write. I was always top of my class in writing assignments, but, so I would have probably try to go for journalism, but not for the writing part of it, but mainly for like the interviewing skills. And I don't know if you remember, well, you remember, like back in the early days of YouTube, I started doing those interviews, and that was just me kind of like forcing myself to still do something of it, you know, even though I didn't really get a degree in it, but I was like, I could still maybe use this platform to still kind of do some sort of journalism.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff I could definitely do. I would love to be like I love being in front of the camera, so I'd love to be a reporter in that sense. I don't know. I just don't know what I would want to do outside of YouTube. This is what I know, this is what I love, and this gives me plenty of opportunities to do other stuff that I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. I get to go down to NASA, I get to stay at home, and I get to do 501st troops whenever they pop up. Just whenever, any time of day. So I wouldn't be able to do that if I had a real job.
Well, be careful with that wording, by the way, because
my mother-in-law uses that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to denormalize people saying that YouTube and Twitch isn't a real job.
I know full well that. I mean, you were talking about your new tax forms that you have to fill out and stuff. So yeah, it is a real job. I'm not trying to downplay it, but.
Oh, no, I know you're not, but I'm just saying,
yeah.
Because we're still in that. Part of the reason why I can't move yet is because the apartment I was trying to go to didn't consider it a real job. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm getting more than probably. I mean, not being uppity, but probably a decent portion of your residents get. And it's like, why won't you accept me into your community there? And they just didn't see it as a real job. So yeah, that's why that's not why I'm not there yet with you in Houston land. It's called because of crap like that.
Yeah, you're still planning on moving here sometime, right?
I am. I'm trying to wait until after taxes in March. And actually, I just got in touch with Ling today. Actually, I was like, hey, if you know any good apartments near you, let me know and I'll look into them. And I'm going to try to reach out by the end of the month this month. And then next month, I'm going to focus on my taxes.
Yeah, okay.
And then once I get those filled out, hopefully I'll have an apartment picked. Hopefully they'll accept me, and then maybe I can move out. Because that was a pain in the butt too. Because I wasted $100 application fee just to be told that even though my credit score is good and that I make a lot of money, they're not going to accept me because I don't have a quote-unquote real job.
application fee. That's thievery.
Yeah, I didn't get a refund or anything. It's kind
because
of
Helioptile is the cutest thing in the world, and I will die for her.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I know you will. You're in a much better financial position than even me, so you're fine. You'll figure it out. You're smart, and you'll probably find a place that will have worked out better anyway.
I'll figure that out, and I'll figure out this stupid YouTube algorithm crap on me right now.
Algorithm sucks.
It really did not be like taking a break.
The algorithm right now, it looks like what they really like the most is videos under a minute.
Well, yeah.
So, for streamers, we're screwed.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We will both figure it out. And then when I'm down there too, you're gonna pop on over. We're gonna do some Mario Party streams. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, looking forward to that. You were talking about modifying your N64 for HDMI.
I don't have one yet. I would like to get one so I can modify it.
So yeah, I mean, I've been wanting for a little while now to get an extra N64 to modify it to output a higher quality signal. I'm not going to go into all the technical details, but yeah, what I want is the Ice Blue Funtastic N64. I just think it looks really pretty.
Is that like the see-through one?
Yeah, the see-through Ice Blue N64 console. That's the one I want.
It's a good one. I had
those are like $150 for some reason.
Oh wow.
And 64s are just going up in price on eBay. I have no idea why. You'd think it would just be the pandemic, but no, they were going up even before that. Anyway, so I need to get a console, I need to get the mod to modify it, and then I need to ship it off to someone who actually knows how to install it. Because I've actually tried before. I got the mod, and I tried to install it in the Jungle Green see-through N64, and I don't know what I did, but now the thing won't even turn on, so yeah, not doing that again. But hey, at least it's nice to look at on my shelf.
That's true.
So
Believe it or not,
I have 2 working N64s besides that, so it's not a big deal.
I actually had a rare, or well, I guess it was rare, like a valuable N64 item that I didn't even know I had.
What was it?
So I actually had one of the golden controllers,
Oh,
and I didn't realize.
Man.
I didn't realize those were such like.
I hate that. I don't like that you use the word "had" in past tense.
Well, because it was part of my like as a kid console, like, and then I sold my N64. I had the gold controller, man, and I didn't realize that was such a thing.
Such a nice item, man.
Yeah, how much do they go for now?
It's Let me check. Do you want to know? Gold N64 controller.
Yep. I remember.
Oh, actually, not that bad. Like $35.
Well, still, like like I remember, like they were like it was all the rage back in the day. And...
Yeah, no, that was nice. The only way you could get that was by getting. Well, actually, that's not true. It was kind of common, but it came out at the end of the N64's life. That was the thing.
Right.
So
yes.
People didn't need one because they already had tons of controllers, or they were just waiting on the GameCube. So, yeah. But it is a nice controller. And
the gold console, that's the one that...
The gold console's the rare one.
Yeah.
Because it was a Toys R Us exclusive, that's why. Gold 64. Buy it now with the gold controller for $175. People don't like watching my streams, Emmy. That's just the way it goes. But yeah, like you can get the console and the controller for $175. The problem is the HDMI solution. It's called the Ultra HDMI. That's what it's called. And it costs sold out. So hang on. How much does it normally cost? I'd like to say it costs like $100. And then you have to pay someone else to mod it, so...
Yikes.
So yeah, I mean, even if you went with a base N64, you're still looking at like... maybe $250 for everything. It's the price you have to pay for high-quality output. That will...
I mean, at that point, though, you could just do emulators, too, but, I mean, it's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know full well what you're saying. I've spent a lot of money to get all of my consoles looking the best that is possible. I've taken a lot of time and I've spent a lot of money. Where can you get Regieleki? It's in the Crown Tundra. That's all I know for sure. I believe you have to catch Regice, Regirock, and Registeel and have them in your party when you go and get it. Is that right? I'd like to say so. That's what you had to do for Regidrago, right?
Wait. What about Regidrago?
In order to get to it, you needed to have Regice, Regirock, and Registeel in your party, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Pretty sure. So.
Yeah. You had to get. Well,
if you already got Regidrago, then you can't get Regieleki. That's just the way it goes, Brando. You can get one or the other. You can't get both.
Right. And then actually, what I'm thinking about doing, because I got donated a copy of S.H.I.E.L.D. One, you're gonna hate me. I'm thinking about getting the third Shiny Lugia.
Oh, and then, I'm not gonna hate you. Hey, you love Shiny Lugia. Nothing wrong with that.
And two, I'm thinking about getting Regieleki. That way, I can get both Regidrago and Regieleki.
Sounds fair.
Yeah. But what I want to do first, though, is I want to do I was gonna do a Nuzlocke, but I'm thinking about making an Egglock. Because when I ever do an Egglock, and except for that, I mean, a lot of people have access to Sword and Shield, so that might be the easiest way to give me eggs.
That sounds like a fun idea, actually.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah, it's where when you get a Pokemon, you trade it away and receive an egg in return, and you don't know what's in the egg.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever it hatches into, that's your Pokemon. But normal Nuzlocke rules otherwise.
And you can't use your starter, so you have to just throw it away.
Right, as soon as you're able to, you trade your starter for an egg.
Yep. And so I'm thinking I was going to do a Nuzlocke, but now I'm like, you know what? This might be my only chance to do an Egglock for a little bit. So
I think that's a great idea, especially for Sword and Shield. There's such a variety of Pokemon you could get.
Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. And then after I do that, once I get to that point, I would really like to get Regieleki and another Lugia. So.
Yeah, I still haven't even. I still haven't started Regieleki. I wanted to get Latias, and I wanted to get a new Pokemon I actually need from Dynamax Adventures before I started on that. But now I don't know. Maybe I should just get Latias and go straight there.
You want to get Latias in Dynamax Adventures?
Yeah, I'm 28 already into it, so.
And then you want to do the Regis? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm leaning towards now. What I wanted to do at first was get Latias and then like one of the Tapus or Necrozma, you know, one of those that you can only get from Dynamax Adventures as a shiny, and then get Reggie. But I think maybe I should just get Latias and then go straight there, especially if Latias takes a while.
What about yeah? So the Tapus are exclusive, but so are the Regis technically, at least Drago and Alecki. So
yeah.
So I mean, you know, it's up to you. Maybe
that's a good way of thinking about it.
And then, yeah, I mean that's a possibility. And then also, if I do the way I want to do it, that can give me a chance to get Suicune if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know if I'm gonna get the Shiny Charm on my second hit.
Yeah. No, Shiny Charm. I mean, it's probably worth it if you did, but if you didn't, I totally understand. Suicune's easy. I just distributed myself one from 2010 and just transferred it up.
There you go.
Easy. At 2930.
I am at 2913.
All right, so I'm pulling ahead, but not by much.
Do we want to go to 3200? You think?
I think that's a good goal. Yeah, that's 400 today.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I do Dynamax Adventure streams every week or two, and it's always open to the chat. So yeah, Emmy, if you wanted to join in one of those, you're free to. Was that my last Geodude? Yes, okay.
Yes.
Let's go up to 650.
50.
Do I have a shiny Trico? Yep, you could find the highlight on my channel. It was my starter in Omega Ruby. Only took like 270 resets, something like that. It was really fast. Compared to my Latios, which is the same save file, and I've been going after for over 3 years now.
So one commission that Calico is working on right now, actually, I should be getting it any day, is yeah, I want to start doing like tier lists, and then like, you know, ranking all the water types and so on, and then maybe doing individual top 5 videos for my top 5. But like, you know, but just overall, just ranking all those like tier list streams. They seem to be kind of fun to do, maybe. So she's got one like where, you know, I'm in Red's outfit, and then Pikachu's looking over my shoulder, and we're both looking like very confused, like, huh? Like, you know, so thinking pose. And then another thing I want to do is coming soon, maybe even as soon as this weekend, I want to do weight loss streams with Pokemon.
Ooh, interesting.
And basically, I have my cycle bike right here. All I have to do is shift the webcam over slightly to the left. And then what I can do is just cycling, burning 500 calories while cycling in game for Masuda eggs.
Nice. That's a really, really interesting and unique idea.
And efficient, because I'll be streaming and then I'll be losing weight. So I'm thinking about doing that. And so the next thing I'm getting her to do is like just me on a bike holding a Pokeball and like, you know, sweating or something. But yeah, losing weight with Pokemon. And then I have another idea where, you know, it's gotten to this point now where people know, you know, I have like, you know, 1,600 hours of Splatoon, but I always use like 1 or 2 weapons. Well, fine. What I'm gonna do is I'll have some of my friends like, you know, Dude and Milana and Latias and Vic teaching me their favorite weapons. Like, just like a short little 10-minute video where like, all right, how to use a sniper, how to use motion controls featuring Dude, how to use, so on and so forth.
Okay.
And maybe Crystal too, like, 'cause she's good with the roller. So
Hell
just things like that. And could be kind of fun to do. So she's going to have me like holding like miscellaneous like Splatoon weapons in my hand. Like, what am I doing with all these weapons? So anyway. But yeah, no, my point is though, Calico is a mutual between Skull and I, so definitely if you know her, see her around, commission her. She does good work.
Send her money.
Yes. She's very fast too, very fast.
Yeah, there have been times when I have said I need something by tonight, and she just gets it done.
I had one where
I try not to, but it happens. It's just
I had one where she did it in an hour.
Yeah.
I was like. But I kind of like sensed that she was in a very productive mood at that point in time, so I was trying to take advantage of it. I was like, well, she gave me one commission, and I was like, well, if the juices are flowing, why don't you have it this one? And like an hour later, she's like, bam, here you go. And I'm like, wow,
yeah,
that's crazy. It's like, it's nuts. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, she makes all of my thumbnails. She makes pretty much all of my channel art and most of my merchandise art. So yeah, definitely. If you see any art on my channel, pretty much it's hers. And I think that's more and more the case for Bald's channel as well now. So
for my brand stuff, I do try to spread the love with other things like Squits for Kids and stuff like that. But like for my brand stuff, yeah, her art's pretty much part of my brand.
Yeah.
So. Can't believe neither of us have got this yet. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, we got time.
Or do we? Wow, you know what? Oh, this just an asteroid pummeling into Earth. What are we gonna do? Oh no. Doing all right?
I feel stuff moving out of my chest, so...
You have any, like, juice or something? Or, like, a humidifier or something?
I'm just gonna inhale water.
I mean, that's kind of what a humidifier does.
Desperate
now
times call for desperate measures.
There we go.
Watched a guy the other day at 7,000 resets for Reggie Drago. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the Reggies, but they just seem to have on average, people seem to take way longer to get them than the odds are. Like, there's someone in my, one of my channel members who went to, like, over 7,000 for Reggie Ice. I like you just said now. Dark Fable, somebody's at 7,000 for Shiny Reggie Drago. Bald went to pretty much double odds on his Reggie Drago, so...
I mean, right as soon as it came out, even then I still went to like 2,689. So
I don't know what it is. It's like, more often than not, the Reggies just take way longer to get than you would imagine. And people have been checking the code every day since the game came out. They verified it has the proper shiny odds. It's just weird. Like, it's just yeah, it's just you should probably expect for it to take a lot longer than usual.
I saw someone the other day who's going after just I think it's like a Reggie Ice or a Reggie Steel, and he's at like 70,000 or something.
70,000? That can't be right.
That's what he's. Oh yeah, that's what he's saying.
70,000. 70?
Yeah, hang on.
I could believe 17,000, but not 70. Like, that's ridiculous.
Let's see if we can find this. If I can get here. Just streaming last night. He's doing them in streams. I don't know. The problem is I don't remember his channel name, even though I'm subscribed to him. So I don't think he archives his streams, so I can't just go back and hang on.
70,000. I don't know if any shiny has taken that long. Unless you're phasing for it, which I can understand, but you can't phase Reggie, so you're going after one thing. I have seen someone who had to phase like 18 times before they got a shiny Ralts after 100,000. That's understandable. But 70,000 without finding a single shiny on Reggie, that's just...
Can't freaking find them.
I would love to know more about what you're talking about, man. I would love to.
That's why I'm trying to find it to link you, but like, hang on a minute. That's...
Hi, Brush. How are you doing?
Oh, can't find it.
Aw.
I wish she archived the streams. Dang it. Because then I could just go back to my sub feed and just find it.
Do you remember what his name is, at least?
No, that's the problem. Because it's someone I just found recently, just because of people saying, "Hey, this guy is going over 70-something thousand on, you know, Reggie," and I'm like, "Oh, really?"
It just doesn't sound possible.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. All right, anyway, let me get back into it. I stopped playing there for a bit.
Breaking news: Pokemon banning hackers. Good.
I heard about that.
It's about time. They should have been doing that for the past decade. I can't believe it took them this long.
That's even people that just modify their console to do like randomizers.
Yeah.
So,
If you modify your Switch just to do one thing, what's to keep you from modifying it to do something else, though? That's the thing. Like, people, like, I'm so sick of people saying, like, they should be allowed to homebrew their Switch and still go online. I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. You want to homebrew your Switch. I completely understand. It's really appealing, especially if you want to use it as an emulation machine for older games. You get to take it on the go. I get it. But you can't be expected to do that and still be allowed to go online in Splatoon 2, because if you have the hacks on your Switch to play old Super Nintendo games, what's to stop you from hacking into Splatoon 2 and ruining everyone else's experience?
right.
And you could say all you want that you're not that kind of person, but the fact is, if you hack your Switch, there's nothing to stop you from doing something else except for yourself. So banning hacked Switches is pretty much the only way to make sure that doesn't happen. And like I said, I get the appeal. You want to homebrew your Switch? There's 100 things that you could do with it that I think are really cool. But you also shouldn't be allowed to play online with it.
I know, yeah. It's not fair if you do that online.
Pokemon randomizers, cool. Custom Mario Kart 8 tracks, cool. There's tons of things that you could do, but being able to go online is not one of them. Yeah, Brando.
I think I'm going to be okay with my one
nothing.
shady den stream. But like, you know, there's people that do that all the time, though.
That's not hacking, though. That's an exploit.
Well, but then I think they're talking about people that, one, modify their console for randomizers, and two, then the big one is like
It's
selling
hacking
hack
fake Pokemon.
Yeah, hack giveaways, hack shinies, stuff like that.
Especially the ones that advertise websites.
Right.
I'm at 2951.
You're pulling away. Pulling away.
I have nothing against homebrew in and of itself, because it's more than just using hacks to play online games. It's more than just that. Homebrew by its very definition, is just anything that is done by a person at their own home that's not officially made. So homebrew can include things like new games for old systems. I have a homebrew cartridge of Fix-It Felix Jr. for the Sega Genesis, and it plays exactly like the game plays in Wreck-It Ralph. It's so cool. I have homebrewed my Wii so that I can put on all the WiiWare games that are no longer accessible. I would have happily bought them if I had a Wii when the WiiWare was available, but since I didn't, and now since WiiWare is gone, I don't see any issue with putting those games on so I can play them, because there's no other way to do that now.
I don't mind it if it's used strictly for entertainment purposes. Like, there's some good. There's on very rare occasions. Like, I think maybe even Jmoji does that, but for Mario Karts, and he just does that for creative video purposes. He doesn't intend to cause harm or sell hacked things with it. He's just doing it for content. So I don't mind it in that case. But if you're gonna try to make money off of it, with hacked Pokemon or stuff like that, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if Jay uses actually homebrew or if he does it through a computer. I don't know what he does.
Don't know.
But yeah. No, certainly in the world of Pokemon, there's no place for homebrew.
Not with the current stuff, no.
Pokemon.
You just want them to re-release Pokemon Snap? They did on the Wii and the Wii U. If you have a Wii U, you can buy it right now. It's not on Switch. Unfortunately, Nintendo has dropped the Virtual Console moniker for the Switch. The closest you could do right now is... There's two things. One, you could buy Arcade Classic re-releases, which is strictly for arcade games, and not even all of them. Or you can have Nintendo Switch Online and play the limited amount of NES and Super Nintendo games that they have available. That's it.
And those arcade classics are way overpriced. They're
Donkey Kong was $8, something like that.
Yeah, $7 or $8 for Donkey Kong.
To be fair, those arcade classics are arcade perfect ports.
Listen, I don't care if they were no. No.
But they're not worth $8.
But it's not worth $8. Maybe if it was a compilation, you know what I mean, or something.
There are other mild exceptions, of course Mario 3D All-Stars, which is a flat-out re-release, but for the most part, if you want to play those old games on your Switch, you have to pay $20 a year, folks. $20 a year, folks. Emotes in the chat, please. So, I miss the Virtual Console, where you could pick and choose which games you wanted to play, and when you paid for them, you owned them forever. I miss that.
Maybe not necessarily Virtual Console, but I do have problems understanding how, especially if Nintendo likes money, how they just don't have at this point, just in the cloud, every single older Nintendo game ever released. And then, someone sits down or a group of people sit down and they price it accordingly. And then at that point forward, if you want to buy it, you can do it. That's free money that they're missing out on, pretty much.
I guess they'd just rather trickle them out, or better yet, re-release them and charge full price.
They're still missing out on money, though.
I know they're missing out on money, but they're also generating a lot of hype. Mario 3D All-Stars, it sold 5 million units.
Mm-hmm.
It had no reason to sell that much, but they were advertising it as a limited time thing, and they were charging $60 for it. And they probably made more money by charging $60 for that one game than they did to charge $5 for each of the smaller games. I don't know. You're right, they are missing out on money.
That's fair for certain ones, the ones that are going to sell well, the Marios and the Zeldas and the this and the that. But for the obscure ones that nobody cares about, they're missing out on money.
Yeah.
Someone cares about them, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I have new Pokemon Snap pre-ordered. I will be
at this point
very happy to play
thousands
it when
upon
it comes
thousands
out.
of Nintendo games that are.
Yeah, I know. And even worse, they're doing everything they can to shut down ROM sites and stuff so that no one gets to even play them on their computers.
Right.
Basically, as far as Nintendo's concerned, the only way to play those games is to own the original console and the actual cartridge or disc or whatever. There's no way to play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door unless you dish out the money for a GameCube or Wii and $100 to get the disc. And Nintendo seems to want to keep it that way. Who knows why? Who knows what they're thinking over there? They're run by the exact same people that ran the company 40 years ago. That's their problem. They're stuck in the past. Yes, I'll be live streaming Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, I don't know. I really do wish that they would bring back, especially like, especially the GameCube games. I think that's the one that's lost the most.
Absolutely. The N64 games, most of those got Virtual Console re-releases.
Or they're easy to emulate.
Or they're easy to emulate. The GameCube, most of those games are still stuck to the GameCube.
Yeah.
The original Pikmin, Paper Mario, like I said, Luigi's Mansion 1. Dang, just so much stuff.
Metroid, well, you can get Metroid Prime on Wii, but still.
They put Metroid Prime on Wii. They remade Twilight Princess and Wind Waker in HD. Of course, they just put out Paper Mario or Super Mario Sunshine on the Switch, but yeah, like, what gives? There's just so much stuff on the GameCube that's stuck on the GameCube.
Yeah, and previously it was Mario Sunshine, but at least now that's available on the All-Stars collection. So.
Oh, and let's not even talk about Melee. Easily the most popular Smash game, and it's like Nintendo tries to forget that one exists. It's like the only one that will ever exist is the most recent game.
Still tied down to GameCube only.
Mario Kart Double Dash, yeah, I loved that game. F-Zero
Oh yeah,
GX,
yeah.
Robo.
That's one of the ones that I missed out on. That's the one where you can have like 2 people in one cart.
Yeah, exactly. That was such a fun game.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I forgot about that. That would be neat to experience.
Yeah, but let me tell you, even if we had a GameCube right now, but not the game is going for disc only, $60. Looks like. So if you want it with the case too to look nice on your shelf, you're looking at like 80 plus.
Yeah.
It's just Nintendo's mindset. All their stuff in the past, they want to continuously reference it. They never want you to forget that it exists, but they'll also never let you play it on modern systems. Smash is it's supposed to be a celebration of Nintendo's rich history, but how many of those games can you actually play right now?
Are the 3 legendary birds shiny lock? Yes, the Galarian ones are.
The Galarian birds are, yes, but the Kanto birds are not. You can get those as shinies in Dynamax Adventures. Theoretically, Bald has yet to find it, but...
Maybe one of these days, dang it. I wouldn't mind if there was a way to legally get shiny Galarian birds. I wouldn't mind, but...
Yeah, that would be cool. I'm kind of glad that they can't, though.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. I just feel like shiny locking new stuff is a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
I realize I am in the vast minority in believing that. $29.69.
$29.40.
Dang. I'm like 30 ahead of you now.
Yeah, I'm having to do a little bit of solo modding here.
Dang.
So I'm pulling away.
Crystal, if you're still in my chat, you can hop over to Bald's and help him mod. Looks like my chat's pretty behaved right now.
Fine.
So, the most recent Pokemon game I was missing was Pokepark 2 on the Wii, which this goes for like $50 these days. Don't know why.
How many oh, I had a really good question earlier, but I couldn't remember what it was. I dreamed this question I was going to ask and I forgot. But this is a new question. How many like spin-off games you think there are in Pokemon?
36.
Oh, you know the exact number.
Yeah, because I've been keeping track of them. There's 36 and I own 18. Actually, I just got Pokepark 2 for $30. Yay. So now I have 19. It should be here in a few days.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there's 36, but that's with an asterisk. Those are only the ones that have appeared on Nintendo consoles. That does not include any of the PC games, of which there are a few, and it's hard to tell exactly how many. It does not include the Sega Pico games. It does not include the Pokemon Mini or the Pokemon Pikachu games. It's just the games that have appeared on Nintendo systems. But there are 36. New Pokemon Snap will be number 37.
36. It's a decent amount.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, but I love those spin-offs, though. You know, some of my favorite Pokemon games are spin-offs. Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Pinball. I put so many hours into that. Of course, all of the Mystery Dungeon games, the Detective Pikachu game. Yeah, so much fun stuff. But yeah, now that I got Pokepark 2, the most recent game I'm missing is actually a Japanese exclusive DS game called Pokemon How to Play TCG.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Which I actually do own, but I don't own it complete. And as you know, that's important to me.
Right. I mean,
to
it
own
is
it
for
complete,
me.
I need to own the game, the DS case, which I do, and I need to own the big box that also came with 3 starter decks for the trading card game, damage counters, a placemat, all that stuff. It literally is a game that's meant to teach you how to play the TCG.
TCG.
And it goes for about $80 on eBay complete, so yeah. And if that wasn't bad enough, the second most recent game I'm missing, once I get that one, is another non-US release. It's a PAL exclusive release called Learning with Pokemon Teaches Typing.
That's a mouthful.
It's a DS cartridge that teaches you how to type on a keyboard, and it comes with a keyboard. It also goes for about $80 complete.
Nice.
Just dang, that's 2 that I'm going to be missing that are really hard to find, and they're non-US releases. That's unfortunate.
Like this here.
Collecting spin-offs was always a secondary priority for me. My main priority was always the main series games, and luckily I finished that now, so yeah. So now I gotta work on the spin-offs, slow but sure.
Slowly but surely.
I'm probably going to focus on the cheaper games first, honestly. But there's not many cheap games I'm missing anymore. I'm missing all the GameCube games. I'm missing all the N64 games complete. I only have about half the Wii games. I have half the DS games. So yeah. Yeah, Dark Fable. 70 pounds is like $80. Actually, it's more than $80.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, a collector's work is never done, as I said. Who knows, maybe the government will be generous this year and just give me all the money I need to buy everything.
Chelsea?
What are the odds of that? Probably the odds of one of us getting a Celebi today.
Exactly. 8,192.
New and sealed isn't bad. I just can't afford that right now, Dark Fable. That's part of the problem. Okay, done with Geodude. Let's go up to 700.
I think we said 2. Like we were gonna try to maybe do this every other Monday now, right?
That was our plan.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see how well we stick to that.
Yeah. I think we'll be okay. I think every Monday was getting a little bit too much, but like maybe every other Monday. Because there's some things I want to do with like some Mondays, and it's like this Celebi's not doing me any favors here.
It's mildly interesting to me, Dark Fable. Like I said, the problem is I just can't afford it.
I think
right
every
now.
Monday would be good.
I just don't have that kind of money to drop on something as an impulse buy. As long as we're having fun, that's what matters.
Yeah. My thumb's not having fun. This is mashing the A button over and over and over again.
I'm using my index finger.
Now I am, yeah. Now I've got it propped up on like my wrist rest.
Is your select button still giving you pain?
It is.
Probably always will. Now, did you get the cyan, the teal 3DS? Is that the one you got?
Yeah, like the bluish looking one.
Right, yeah. I liked that one.
It's not too bad.
I have yet to own an original 3DS. The only 3DS models I'm missing are the 3DS and the new 3DS. I have all the others. If I could get an original 3DS, it would probably be the crimson red one, though. I like that one.
You have like the DS and DSi and all that crap?
Yeah, exactly. I have the red DS, launch model DS, for that very reason. I just like the color. I never did send it off to get modified. But I do have it in case I ever want to. Sounds like my wife is up.
Uh-oh.
Well, her work begins in an hour, and she usually leaves about half an hour from now. But I need to talk with her, which I'm going to do. I need to go and talk with her. We need to figure out something about my cat, and she needs to call the vet for that.
What's going on with Cat?
Throws up. BRB. Keep my chat entertained.
Well, everybody, unfortunately for y'all, you're stuck with me, ThatBaldGamer. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Or night. I mean, depending on your time zone. It's pretty early over here. In fact, in the past, when Skull and I started these streams, we used to start around a half hour or even an hour from now. So already we've gotten pretty much a 3-hour head start. 3.5 hour head start than what we normally do. Yeah. So, yeah, I figured, I somewhat fixed my sleep schedule recently, so why not, told Squall, I was like, why not start a little bit early? Who knows how long that will last. Probably by the time we do this again, my sleep schedule will be ruined again. But yeah, no, as you can see here, we're both closing in on 3,000 resets. I think we said we were going to try to go to 3,200. So that's pretty much about 400 per stream. The odds are 1 in 8,192. So this could very well be a long series. And it already has been. But especially given the odds. Skull seems to think that I'll get it first just because of how unlucky I've been lately. We shall see. But yeah. Hunt's going pretty well. We're just chipping away at it slowly but surely. Man, it is a good time to be a Pokemon fan, though. It's the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. It's going to be a big year. You got Pokemon Snap coming out. I'm really excited about that. I'll talk with Skull about that when he gets back. But you got that coming out. Heavily rumored Gen 4 remakes. I happen to believe that that's actually going to happen. I think at the very least, if not Gen 4 remakes, certainly something will happen in the fall. Some sort of like main series game. I don't think we're ready for Gen 9 yet. So I don't think it'll be Gen 9, but it'll be something. And it'll be pretty cool. So, big year. And that's just, hey, welcome back. And that's just what we know. Like, there could be some things that we don't know that
Hi,
could
G-Chan.
be coming out. We'll see. Yo, Skull, what do you think about Pokemon Snap?
I like it. The original one, I like it a lot.
No, what do you think about the new one coming out?
Haven't played it yet. Don't have an opinion.
Well, yeah, but like, are you excited for it? Like
Yeah, it looks like it'll be fun. I have it pre-ordered, and I am planning on playing it day one.
You're gonna give it a shot?
Definitely.
Did you get it digital or physical?
Physical.
You probably got it physical. Yeah.
I'm literally trying to own every Pokemon game physically complete, so why would I not get this one?
Bad idea. Bad idea. But do you think they will have shiny Pokemon?
That's a good question. I'm inclined to say yes, but if it doesn't, that also just makes sense to me.
Listen, Pokemon Snap is already going to be probably a short game. If they don't, I'm going to claim that they're being really lazy. Because it's literally simply a color palette swap and maybe some sort of like odds generator. And that's it. And like, you know, how hard could that be? And that would add so much replay value, as simple as it is.
You know, it's not being developed by Game Freak. It's being developed by Bandai Namco.
Yeah. True.
And they might not know or care about shinies.
That's true. Now that she said that, now my hopes have plummeted.
I'm just sorry. I'm a realist. That's just what I think. I think that there won't be.
All right, I'm just gonna have to hire a Photoshopper to make it a shiny. And just be like, hey, internet, look, I got this shiny Spore Bunny.
Like, you could open up any paint program right now and just replace the color. It's not that like, that's one of the simplest things that anyone can do.
All right, what are you at?
I am at 2988.
2962.
You could name your shiny Ditto Shiny Ditto. Big brain. Knock on wood, but my capture card hasn't lost signal yet today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, usually it does at least once or twice by now, but not yet. It's looking good. Of course, you got a loopy card. You should never lose signal. You could like play on top of a rocket ship and be just fine.
What makes it so much better?
It's probably just more secure connections. I think it's the way it's wired up. The ports on the Cat's a Kitty card has always been a little loose for me, so I wonder if it's just the way that they attach the port. Guys, we're up to 45 people watching. Thanks so much. Do you think maybe we can hit 100 likes? 100 likes for the stream
tonight,
sounds like a good goal.
I'm going to open up my first ever Pokemon card pack.
Yeah, how many packs have you got ready to open up?
A lot, actually. I have an Elite Trainer box of Vivid Voltage, 2 of Champion's Path, and 1 of Crimson Invasion, plus an orbital set of Vivid Voltage.
Very
so
nice.
Yeah, I've got a lot I could go through, but I'm just going to do the Vivid Voltage ones first, since that's the newest.
Sounds good to me.
See if I find something.
Oh, you know, Dark Fable, liking a video
But
is the best
if I
way that
find
you can
any
help out a
Stunfists, I'm gonna rip
YouTuber.
them off.
Because the algorithm looks for engagement.
I actually already have a skit planned. If I get any Stunfists, I will stop
ripping
the
it
video.
up.
I will stop the video. I will film myself going to the bathroom. I will rip it in half. I will flush it down the toilet. I will. It'll be a nice little skit.
Dang.
And possibly with Wooloos as well. So.
Not with Wooloo, that's too cruel. Stunfisk, I don't think anyone would mind. They'd find it funny.
A la AVGN Destruction. You know, he always has those little things where he like, shoots an arrow through it or burns it. Or
he used a flamethrower on his CD32. An actual flamethrower.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. Just burn it.
Yeah, Brando, it's a shiny hunting stream. It goes on for a while. This might be the halfway mark. And that might be it. It's kind of hard to slash Pokemon cards with a sword. You could stab them with a knife, but slashing them with a sword, that's kind of difficult. I don't think the sharpest swords in the world would be able to slice through a Pokemon card.
A sword?
Well, through if you just like toss the card in air and tried to slice it
before
it fell.
Maybe some form of like samurai swords or something back in the day.
I do know the katanas back in the day were only deemed sharp enough if they were able to cut through a handkerchief that was thrown in air.
Wow.
I can't. I don't even know if that's physically possible, but apparently that was the mantra back then.
That's crazy.
Good for him, Crystal.
I'd like to see that.
Oh no! Obviously, we're supposed to use an onage, not a sword, a honage.
Ah.
You know when honage is a shiny, it's a red sword.
Mm-hmm.
I need one.
It's covered in the blood of Wooloo. I'm sure your chat's like, what does ThatBaldGamer have against Wooloo dog on and on?
I'm coming up on 3,000.
Over 3,000. What? 3,000.
Like I've said so many times, if I just get this thing under 10,000, I'll be happy.
Yeah. It would be nice. It would be nice.
Yeah, even if I was interested in the Pokemon cards, I don't think I could get back into it now. There's just too many cards, and there's too many people who are way bigger than me making videos about them. People who never made Pokemon card videos before, just suddenly, it's the big thing on YouTube. They're buying up all the cards and just opening them up. I mean, they're opening up 100 packs a day.
Yikes.
I just can't do that. There's no way I could ever do that.
I'm willing to stick my foot in the ointment for like a few videos to see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, if it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, whatever. Maybe I'll get a nice Lugia or Steelix card or something out of it.
Okay, this is number 3,000.
Alrighty.
This next one is number 3,000. Should have clarified.
Officially over 3,000.
No shiny.
It's alright.
Yep. Totally expected.
Yeah.
And guys, remember, whatever the top donation
It'll
is
pop up.
when we find the shiny Celebi, that is what we will nickname the
Raining
Celebi. So
outside.
far, the top
Can't
donation
hear
is $8.08 from Wildo48, my mistake, to name it Navi. So if anyone wants to name it something else, just donate $8.09 or more, and you can name it whatever you want. That's the way it goes for all my shiny hunts.
So explain to me the big deal about the Bad Batch.
Final season, you'll understand.
Oh, so is it okay?
It's one of the Clone Wars arcs, and they're getting a
I know.
spinoff. So
But is it like a platoon of soldiers? I guess.
yeah. It's a specific division of the clones.
And I guess it's worthy enough for them to get their own show.
It's Dave Filoni's favorite part of the show, and since he was in charge of the Clone Wars, I honestly think Dave Filoni has one of those do whatever you want cards that Disney sometimes gives out, and he wanted to do a Bad Batch show, so they let him. But plus, I mean, the Bad Batch show, it's probably a lot easier to make one of those than something completely original, just because all the art assets are already there. They have the CG models, they have the render farms, they have all that stuff. So it's probably easier to make a Clone Wars spin-off than a completely original animated show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they probably said you can do whatever you want, and he decided to do that, and they said, you know what, that's not a bad idea anyway, we'll just do that. Plus, the Bad Batch was one of the more well-received arcs of the whole series overall. It was one of the most anticipated arcs of the series because it was one of the best-known ones that got canned when Disney bought Lucasfilm. And then, of course, it came back in the final season, so everyone was excited.
So what? Why are people excited about it?
You'll have to just watch the arc, and then
I'm trying to get answers out of you. Like,
and then hopefully you'll understand the excitement.
At the same time, it's like I know you're trying to avoid spoilers, but it's.
No, I mean, I'm not exactly avoiding spoilers here. I'm just like, if you watch the arc, then you'll probably understand the hype, because you'll understand the characters, you'll understand the potential that they unlock for a
is the Bad
series
Batch
of
show? Is it going to be a prequel, or is it going to be like?
Oh no, it's a sequel. It's definitely after the Clone Wars.
Okay. So my guess is, from context clues, is that maybe this is a batch of clone troopers that are defective, that don't go along the lines of Order 66.
Yes.
Aha! See, I know enough about Star Wars to be dangerous. So these are just like a bad batch. They're called a bad batch because they're against the rules. They're batch troopers.
No, it's not because they're against the rules. It's like, are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president? That's what they mean by bad. Still,
I was pretty close.
Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president? That's a throwback.
No, that sounds like an interesting premise. I might have to give it a watch.
You will.
I'm most excited about the Ahsoka show, though.
I'm pretty excited for that. I'm excited for everything that they announced. Every single thing. All the Star Wars stuff, all the Marvel stuff, all the Pixar stuff, all the Disney animation, all the live action, all the 20th century, the Nat Geo, the Disney Plus, the theatricals. Literally every single thing they announced that day, I'm excited for. But yeah, the Star Wars stuff should be awesome. They have begun filming the Obi-Wan show. They began filming that this month. I'm not muted, am I? Nope. Hello?
There we go.
Okay.
Just had to totally recall you, I guess. That was weird.
How much of me did you hear?
I just said I was interested in the Ahsoka show, and that's it.
Oh. I said, I'm excited for everything that they announced that day. Every single thing. That would be awesome, Jushan. So
Well,
all the Star Wars stuff, all the Marvel stuff, all the Disney live action, all the Fox stuff, all the Disney animation, all the Pixar, Nat Geo, Disney Plus, theatrical, every single thing they announced that day I'm excited for. And then I also said that they just started filming the Obi-Wan show this month. It has begun.
I am very much looking forward to the Obi-Wan show.
Yeah, so am I.
That's gonna be really cool. But that's only gonna be like 6 episodes, right?
Yeah, it's a single season. It's like WandaVision. It's only one season.
Oh, that's only gonna be 1 season?
Yeah.
So that's like a mini series then at that point.
Yeah, I guess a miniseries is the best way to describe it.
Still pretty cool. I mean, when you get big name actors like that, you know, it's a little bit pricey.
But I suppose because it's a show, they do have the option of adding onto it later if they come up with ideas. But at the beginning, they're just planning on it to be a single thing.
Right. Yeah, I heard that they're getting Liam Neeson back in there as well too.
Yeah, and they got Hayden Christensen to come back.
I wonder if Ahsoka will make an appearance as well too.
My guess is no. Because pretty much at this point, Rosario Dawson is Ahsoka, and at that point in the Obi-Wan show, it's the younger Ahsoka from Ashley Eckstein. So, I just don't see it happening. They'd have to recast Ahsoka, and they'd have to get Ashley to do the VA. So, I just think that I just don't see Ahsoka happening in the Obi-Wan show. She should. I'm looking forward to her show. That's awesome. Really looking forward to it. I think that Rosario Dawson is a great Ahsoka. But the Obi-Wan show, no. I want for him to just have his own thing completely separate from anyone else he's ever known. I think that is the best premise.
Do you think Darth Vader and Obi-Wan will cross paths?
That's a good question.
I'm guessing no, because of the quote. It's a presence I have not felt since.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like that's a long gap. But
yeah, it looks like Starship isn't flying today. Oh well.
It happens.
It is rocket science, so.
It's not like it's rocket science.
Water is weak to grass and electric.
Yes.
And that's it.
That's one of the good things about water. Limited weaknesses.
And you can catch it in dive balls.
Yep.
Kyogre is so easy to catch in Sapphire because of that.
What type has the least amount of weaknesses? Is there just a bunch that have two?
Good question.
Or is there one out there that just
type has no weakness?
Or the least, you know?
Yeah. Electric is only weak to ground.
Okay, there's that.
I think that's it. Normal is weak to fighting. No, steel is weak to fire and something else, ground, I think.
Yeah, or fighting or something like that.
It's weak to fighting too, yeah. So yeah, electric's weak to ground, normal's weak to fighting. That's pretty much it. Dragon types. No, dragons are weak to dragon, ice, and fairy. They are not a good balance.
Steel is not weak to water, no.
Steel and water have nothing to do with each other, I think.
I thought steel was strong against ice. The other way around.
You're right.
No, someone's saying steel is weak against ice, but I thought it was the other way around. It's like, what?
Steel is super effective against ice.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it, like when you swing a metal beam against a block of ice, it's probably going to break the ice.
Fire types are weak to a lot. They're weak to water, they're weak to rock, they're weak to ground. So if you have an electric fire type, ground is 4 times effective.
Yikes.
So, yeah, no, that's terrible.
What's an electric fire type?
Is there even one?
Maybe, I can't
Maybe
think
one of
of
the
one.
Ultra Beasts? Electric type. Anything with
Electric
fire.
fire
Oh,
is-
Rotom Heat, apparently. Yeah, Rotom Heat, that's it.
Is that the only one?
That's it. Just checked.
Yikes.
That's it.
Very interesting. But yeah, so electric is the best type then.
Yeah, I guess so. Because it's only
I'm not gonna say normal.
it's only weak to ground. Normal is weak to fighting, so that's it. Those are the only 2 that have a single weakness.
What's the one where like I forget if it's either normal or ghost, where like the moves don't affect one another?
Yeah, ghost type moves cannot hit normal type Pokemon.
There you go.
Also, psychic type moves cannot hit dark type Pokemon. Ground type moves cannot hit flying type Pokemon. There's a few of those.
And there you go. Beep, beep. Doo.
Oh. 30-22.
You're way ahead.
Have to mini mod.
29.91.
Yeah, man, I'm way ahead.
It's all right. It's all right. So we're going to 3,200, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's our goal. So we're over halfway there today.
And we're over a third away from odds.
Yeah, the 1/3 mark was like 26 something, 2670.
What would
Sounds
3,200 be?
3,200 would be nothing interesting. The halfway point is 4,096, of course.
Ah.
So I guess 3,200 is the halfway point between the 1/3 and the 1/2 mark.
There you go.
Sure. Oh yeah, poison cannot affect steel types too. That's another one.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Okay. Let's go up to 750 on Geodude.
And it makes sense when you think about it. Like, you know, poison and steel. It's like,
Yeah.
huh?
No, most of the typings do make sense when you think about it. Why are there no gym leaders for steel, psychic, fighting, normal, and ground and rock? There's tons of gyms for all of those. Every single one of those has a gym. Steel type, Jasmine. Normal type, Whitney. Rock type, ground type, Rourke, and what's his name from Sinnoh? Fighting type gym, Maylene from Sinnoh. Psychic type, we got Sabrina in the very first game. Every single one of those has a gym. I don't know what you're talking about, Emmy. Oh yeah, Brock, the very first gym ever. That's a rock type.
Yeah.
And also B, the fighting type gym in Sword. Yeah. I mean, I think every single type now has a gym. I think.
Let's see. Well, there's a poison gym leader. There is, because yeah, Koga's poison, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, even though technically he's Elite Four, but you've got Surge for electric. You got Misty for water. You've got I'm just naming the first that's come to mind.
Hold on. Type. Normal, Whitney, fire, Blaine, fighting, Maylene, water, Misty, flying, Faulkner, grass, Erica, poison, Koga, electric, Lieutenant Surge, ground, Rourke, psychic, Sabrina, rock, Brock, ice, what's his name? From Johto.
Well, I mean, you got the one in Gen 6 as well, too. That was Ice.
Yeah. Bug, Bugsy, Dragon, so many, Iris, Ghosts, Morty, Dark, struggling to think of a Dark type gym leader, hang on. Steel, Jasmine, Fairy, Valerie, that's it. So, Dark type.
Wasn't there a Dark type Gen 2?
Oh, Piers and Marnie.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah, see, every single type has a gym leader. You mean why not in Shield? There's only 8 gym leaders and 16 types, so... Hi again, Priscilla. But yeah, every single type has at least one gym leader. You may have to go back a few generations for some of them, but they do exist.
This is true. Alright, what about Elite Four, though? Is there always an Elite Four of every type?
There might be.
That's a tougher pop quiz question right there.
Maybe I don't feel like looking that one up.
I know Gen 6 had water and dragon.
And fire. And steel.
Gen 2 had poison.
Fighting. No, not
dark.
fighting. Poison, psychic, dark, and...
Dragon.
Yeah, fighting. Because,
That's right, Bruno.
Bruno. And it was dragon in Gen 1. It was dragon, ice, ghost. Look, every type has had an Elite Four member too, okay?
Listen, I don't know about that.
Let's just agree right now.
I'm not agreeing.
Wait, you don't think that there's been a ground type Elite Four member? Yeah, there has. The lady from Gen 4. Rock types. Struggling.
Yeah, I don't know if there's been a rock type Elite Four.
Well, let me look this up. Man.
Success.
Olivia, Gen 7.
Okay, but wait, Gen 7 wasn't that necessarily Elite Four.
Yeah, it was Elite Four. They were the first Elite Four of Alola. That counts. Electric, it was, oh man, what's his name? Faulkner. Psychic, Rock. Bug type, yeah, there's a bug type. Aaron. Dragon, Dark, Fairy, Steel. Yeah, I can confirm every single type has had at least one Elite Four.
Not electric.
Except for Fairy.
What's the electric Elite Four?
Faulkner from Gen 4.
Oh, that's right. That's right. No fairy?
No, he was a gym leader. Okay, you're right. There's been no electric type Elite Four.
There we go.
Interesting. Fairy and electric. That's two that haven't happened yet.
I wonder. And what about normal?
I feel like there has been a normal though. Normal type. There has not been. Wow. There's been a trial captain, but that's basically a gym leader.
I'm wondering if that's because normal electric had the least amount of weaknesses, and they wanted to keep it a little bit.
That's possible.
Favorable. I could say that about electric. Maybe it's because normal's dumb.
Electric and normal. How about that? The ones with the least amount of weaknesses are the ones that have no Elite Four.
I'm wondering if that's the link up there.
Interesting.
But I mean, who wants to fight against a Wooloo in the Elite Four anyway? So.
Well, it would be a double by that point, and
Well,
double are tanky, so
yeah,
that would
well,
actually be a force to be reckoned with.
just punch him in the face.
Sure.
It's weak to fighting type. So. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, no, that's I'm pretty sure that might be the reason why, is because
They're just
at the end of the day, Pokemon games aren't meant to be kind of not too hard. So like,
Cynthia would like your number.
But yeah.
What game came first from Gen 8? There's literally been 2 games, Sword and Shield. That's it. That is the entirety of Generation 8. They came out the exact same time. So far, it is the smallest generation.
What, Gen 8?
Yeah.
It's the shortest.
You know what's interesting? People tend to think about generations as 2 games and then a third version, but that's only ever been true once. Gen 2.
There you go.
Every other generation, there's been either more than those 3 games, or there have been those 3 games and remakes.
Well, Gen 3 had Emerald.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Gen 3 had Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, but it also had Fire Red, Leaf Green. It had 5 games.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So like all the side stuff. Yeah.
So the only generation with exactly 3 games has only been Gen 2. Even Gen 1 had 4. And also Gen 4 had 5 games. It had Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
I wonder which gen had the most side games. Like, Gen 1 had
4.
Stadium and Snap.
4.
How many did that have?
A lot. You remember how I said that there were like 36 spin-off games in total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think over 10 of them are from Gen 4.
Crazy.
Let me just look this up real quick. Generation 4. Spin-offs? Spin-offs? Other Gen 4 games. Battle Revolution. 3 Mystery Dungeon games. That's 4. Pokemon Rumble. 5. 2 Pokemon Ranger games. 7. Pokepark Wii. That's 8. Yeah, that's 8 games right there that were Gen 4 spin-offs. Out of 36 spin-offs total. That's about a quarter of all spin-offs that were Gen 4 spin-offs. And that's just the ones that got physical releases. That doesn't include WiiWare games. It doesn't include Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, which debuted during that point. Just so much stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah. Gen 1 only got like 5 or 6 spin-offs. That's it. It got pretty much the 2 stadiums, Snap, Hey You Pikachu, Pinball, and the trading card game for Game Boy. That was pretty much it. Those are great games, but that's 6. And Gen 4 got more than that. So it's just ridiculous. And you want to talk about the lack of spin-offs? Gen 7 got exactly 1. Actually, it didn't even get 1. It got 0. There were 2 games that released during Gen 7. One was Pokken Tournament, Actually, that one was Pokken Tournament Deluxe, which was a port of the Wii U game, which came out during Gen 6. And the other was the English localization of Detective Pikachu, which also came out originally during Gen 6. So, Gen 7 technically got 0 spin-offs.
Dire time to be a Pokemon fan.
Which is part of why I can't help but feel like Gen 7 itself is a spin-off. It's just how it feels to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, 6 got Detective Pikachu and Pokken Tournament and Super Mystery Dungeon. So far, 8 has gotten quite a few things. It's gotten Mystery Dungeon Deluxe. It's gotten new Pokemon Snap coming up. It's got something else that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Pokemon Unite.
Yeah. The one that everyone has been looking forward to nonstop. It's going to be the biggest thing ever. Cafe Mix. Yeah, well, the thing is, spin-offs these days don't make a lot of sense financially. It's better to develop mobile games. I mean, Pokemon Go. Just Pokemon Go. Need I say any more?
I mean, wait a minute. Do you count mobile games as spin-offs?
I personally don't.
Because if that's the case, then Gen 7 had Magikarp Jump.
Yes. But no, seriously, Pokemon Go, it's the highest grossing mobile game of all time. It's one of the most downloaded mobile apps of all time. Over 1 billion downloads. So technically, it's better than 1 in 8 people in the world who has Pokemon Go, or has had it at some point. It's just ridiculous.
Got Magikarp Jump.
Now, with the success of Pokemon Go, what makes more sense? Making more mobile games or making a full-on $60 game for the Switch? Just what makes more sense?
The mobile games technically, but I don't like that. I don't like that.
Not many people do. I love Pokemon Go. I can't tell you guys how much I love Pokemon Go, but the fact is, I prefer my games that I can put on the shelf. Oh, Pokemon Masters, that's a huge game too.
But that was Gen 8.
Actually, I think it might have been 7. It's hard to remember. When did that come out? Pokemon Masters. Came out in 2019. Yeah, I guess that is Gen 8 then. Okay.
Yeah, Gen 8. But yeah, good old Magikarp Jump. That's all 7 got.
Yeah. Pokemon Smile. You know, people can make fun of that all you want, but, you know, for the target demographic, it's a good game. The target demographic being the ones who have 1 less digit in their age than you and I. But you know what? Those kids are learning to brush their teeth, and they're having fun doing it, so in that regard, it's hard to knock Pokemon Smile. It's actually solid. There are adults who have poor hygiene and have used Pokemon Smile to develop better habits, and I think that that's good.
There you go.
Just thinking of the default dance music from Fortnite.
Oh yeah. Can't believe neither of us has this son of a gun yet.
Well, between us, we're not even to odds yet, so
We're getting there. We're getting there.
realistically, we shouldn't expect it.
I'm expecting it.
I'm not. That just makes it more exciting when it does show up. But yeah, looking at the spin-off games here. Gen 3 had a fair amount of spin-offs, actually. It had the original 2 Pokemon Ranger games. It had the original... the original Pokemon Ranger game, the original 2 Mystery Dungeon games. It had Pokemon Channel, it had Pinball Ruby and Sapphire, and of course it had all the GameCube games. So actually, I think Gen 3 might have had more spin-offs than 4. That's interesting. I would not have called that.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Coliseum.
Good luck with your Verzion,
I wonder,
Spoopy.
What's that game called?
If I get Celebi, or if I get Geodude today, then I'll swap over to Rattata and work on that. Alolan Rattata, and let's go. I really love the look of shiny Alolan Rattata. It's like a raspberry color. It's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you hate normal types, but Alolan Rattata is also a dark type, so it's okay.
Well, there you go.
Although, frankly, I think I like the look of regular Rattata as it is. There's not many purple Pokemon, so I think it's kind of adorable.
Alright, hang on. BRB, 1 second.
Okay.
I'll let you entertain the chat.
Alright. He's letting me entertain his chat this time. What a brave man. So, there was this man who was standing outside of a hotel, and a limousine pulls up to the hotel, and the man sees quite the sight. It is, walking out of the limousine is a man with an orange forehead. And the man has a lovely woman with him that he assumes is the wife. And the man says, "Excuse me, sir. I can't help but notice that you have an orange forehead. Would you mind telling me why that is?" And the man with an orange forehead responds, "Well, it's quite simple, actually. See, I was going through a garage sale and I came across a lamp. I bought it, and when I got home I decided to rub it. Lo and behold, a genie popped out. The genie says you can have 3 wishes. You can wish for whatever you want." The man thought about it for a second and said, "Well, you know what? I would love to be rich. I would love to be so rich that I never have to worry about anything ever again." And the genie says, "Okay, your wish is granted. You are now rich." And before I knew it, I was a multi-billionaire, and I had paid off all my debt, and I was very happy. "Well, that's quite interesting," says our protagonist. "What was your second wish?" And the man with an orange forehead responds, "Well, you see, I was happy for a while, but then I realized that I was also very lonely. And I told the genie I wished for a beautiful wife that I could share my life with and all of this wealth. The genie granted my wish because the very next day, I came across my wife here, Latilda. And Latilda, I love her very much. I would happily give up all the riches that I have gained if it meant keeping her." "Well, that's very sweet," said our man. "So, you wished for riches and you wished for a lovely bride, and it seems that you're very happy. Now, I'm curious, what was your third wish?" "Well, isn't it obvious," said the man. "I wish for my head to become an orange." Thank you, I'll be here all night.
Alrighty.
Ah, perfect timing. I hope your chat was entertained.
Why?
You told me to entertain them.
Uh-oh.
It's that guy with an orange for a head joke that I say every once in a while when I need to pad out time.
Ah, I see.
I roughly
Yeah.
guessed how long you'd be gone, so I told the story. And pretty much as soon as I was done, you get back. So I guess I timed that pretty well.
Uh-oh. Well, what can you do? Well, I'm back now.
All right,
Oof.
I'm at 3061.
I'm at 3025.
I am really ahead of you now. That's significant.
Yeah.
You're like 1,000 years in the future, and I'm 1,025 years in the future.
I'll probably have to do a little bit of bonus time.
I wonder what the Earth's going to look like in 1,000 years.
Who knows? Who knows?
Probably really wet. I'm going to assume really, really wet. But I'm also planning on living that long to find out, so I'll just let you know.
There you go.
Also, guys, thank you so much for 100 likes. I really appreciate it. Yeah, 3,200 sounds like a good goal.
Think so. 32.
Yeah, 32 sounds good.
How long do you think that takes? Like, what, 4 hours?
Later, Wildo. Well,
4.5.
It's hard to tell. Maybe a little, like, yeah, 4.5. 4.5 for me, though. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be closer to 5.
Yeah.
My chat is reading way too much into that joke.
Uh-oh.
They're analyzing it like Simpsons gags. Oh, and my stream just stopped sending out data.
Uh-oh.
And it's back.
Okay, good.
Dropped frames 112, so I guess it just stopped for 4 seconds and we're good now. Okay.
Good old Streamlabs.
Good old Streamlabs. It's like, I just saw this whole Twitter thread of there's this classic Simpsons joke where Homer comes out of the shower with a towel around his waist. The phone rings, he picks it up, he says, "Hello, you'll have to speak up, I'm wearing a towel." That's just classic Homer. That's exactly what you would expect him to say, and it's hilarious. The thread was like 1,000 words long, trying to analyze the fact that Homer's so used to people having towels on their heads and being unable to hear over the phone that he simply thought that having to say that you're wearing a towel is, and people understand it. It's like the Simpsons writer who wrote that joke actually responded saying, "Y'all are reading way too deep into this." That's sort of what my chat is doing right now with that joke I just told. Also, the Simpsons predict the future. But we knew that.
Future predictions.
Going to play Dynamax with an NPC? Good luck. May God have mercy on your soul. Dynamax Adventures with an NPC. That is not a fun time, I'll tell you that. Aw, man, I can't imagine trying to shiny hunt for Mewtwo in Dynamax Adventures. That sounds like it'd be a pain. Are you gonna do that someday?
Mewtwo?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That sounds like a pain. Like, Mewtwo's so powerful in Dynamax Adventures. I think honestly, I think it might be a harder hunt than Zygarde.
No. Zygarde's the toughest one.
Well, it wouldn't be easy.
No, it wouldn't be easy, but yeah.
Okay, going up to 800 now. on Geodude, which means we're going to be hitting the 20% mark. I certainly hope when you find that shiny Mewtwo, you do not soft reset over it like an idiot. I'm obligated to say it at least once every stream, people.
Yeah.
Because one of these days I'm going to say that, and then I'll get a shiny, and that'll be part of the highlight. Man, it's hard to believe we're in such a drought, though. Neither of us have gotten a shiny all month.
I know, it's been a while. Been a hot minute.
We're overdue.
Yeah.
Yule in my chat says that they struggle with Xerneas. That's interesting. I didn't think Xerneas would be a hard one to take down.
Yeah, Xerneas, Groudon, Kyogre, and Zygarde are the tough ones. Well, and Zapdos.
Why Xerneas?
Just because of certain moves. Like, just does moves to, like, everybody.
How's my voice sounding, by the way?
Sounds better.
Well, luckily I already have a shiny Xerneas in Sword and Shield, so don't need to go after that. Yveltal, yes, but not Xerneas, not Zygarde. I can't wait to go after Yveltal, Bacon Bird. Should be fun. In fact, I saw somebody I'm following on Twitter just got their shiny Yveltal like yesterday. They've been hunting for it for a while. They had over 300 and they had the shiny charm.
Shiny Charm's overrated, dang it. Never works.
It's useless, garbage, trash, useless. Waste of time, waste of energy, waste of effort, waste of breath, waste of oxygen. That's what a shiny charm is. I wonder what the shiny charm is made out of. I just realized. What is it made out of? What is it? What does it actually do? Like in the universe.
Do you wear it? Is it on your pocket? Like, what do you do?
Stuff it in your backpack? What, does it attract shiny Pokemon? Is it literally shiny? Like, what is it? Do tell. I want to see it in the anime. I have questions that need answered.
It's like catnip.
It's like catnip.
Catnip for shinies.
Except it's just a stone. People have gathered stars and put them in a bottle. Yeah, the sparkles that happen every time you find a shiny Pokemon. People just like swipe those up like the fairies in Ocarina of Time. Just stuff it in a bottle for later, and that's the shiny charm.
There you go.
I always hated that mechanic in Ocarina of Time, that if you wanted fairies, you had to swipe it in a bottle. I could never time it. I could never angle it right. I don't know how people thought that was such a great idea back then.
Well, hopefully one of us gets a shiny soon.
Today would be nice.
It would be. It would be.
But you know what? This is part of the reason why we're racing for it. We both want the Celebi, and we're just motivating each other to go for it. When one of us does get the shiny, the other is probably going to lose a bit of that motivation. Although, I suppose you could double hunt Celebi and something in Dynamax if you really, really wanted to.
The odds are 1 in 8,192.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, over 8,000.
Lunala, Articuno, Latias, which do you hunt?
Lunala.
I agree, Lunala.
I would have thought you would have said Latios.
I was thinking of it, but I think that Lunala's a... I don't know, I think Crystal might enjoy getting shiny Lunala more.
Oh, is it Crystal?
Yeah.
If it's Dynamax, which is Lunala's easiest. Lunala's super easy.
Yeah, and Lunala is easiest, so... Plus, you and I are supposed to race for Articuno and Let's Go. I can't have you just go and get a shiny and Sword and Shield first.
You gonna do that with Crystal?
Yeah, hopefully someday.
Articuno.
Articuno Jinx. Something.
Is that part of the rap?
Yeah.
I think Jinx is my least favorite Pokemon. It's up there. It's top 10.
It's not very interesting.
I don't know what they were thinking.
I don't know
of
if
when
I've
they made
ever
it.
used Jinx ever. As long as I think every time I've ever owned a Jinx, it's just been to catch it and send it straight to my PC. I think that's actually it.
There you go.
It's going to be so much pain playing Let's Go again. Why is that, Chris?
What number are you at?
3084.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, Chris, I need to get the 3 legendary birds of shinies and Let's Go too. But that's unfortunately you cannot turbo controller that. You have to pay attention the whole time, so I'm not looking forward to that. Partly why I want to race for it, so then it's a lot more interesting. I already have Articuno set aside to race against Crystal for when she gets a working Switch and is able to do content creation. Same as you, Chris. I want to get a living shiny Pokédex. That's why I'm doing the Turbo Controller Alolan hunt right now. Because to me, a living shiny Pokédex includes getting all of these. Although, to be fair, it also is just an excuse to use the Turbo Controller. But there's a total of 170 different Pokemon you can get in Let's Go. There's the 100, or as shinies anyway. There's the original 150. There's Meltan and Melmetal, and there's the 18 Alolan forms. And I figure I have the Turbo Controller, may as well use it to get the Alolan shinies. Of which I've already gotten 4 or 5, something like that. So hey, I'm making progress.
Alright, I'm at 3050.
3087. So at least you're not falling any further behind.
Mm-mm.
Imagine shiny hunting for Suicune in Crystal. That would be interesting.
Suicune in Pokemon Crystal.
Yeah.
What would be interesting about it? Is that the one where it runs away, I guess?
Mm-mm. No, that's the static encounter. Raikou and Entei run away, but Suicune does not. Not in Crystal.
Running away.
We should be hearing Nintendo's next quarterly report in about a week or so. I'm looking forward to seeing how many units the Switch has sold so far. Last we knew, back in September, they had sold around 68 million Switches, which is more than any other Nintendo home console, except for the Wii. And I think that it has a really good chance of passing the Wii. Because the Switch is not even 4 years old yet. And it's already sold over 500,000. So if it has like an 8 to 10 year lifetime like the 3DS had, I really do think it could sell over 100 million.
Yeah.
I don't think Verzion has any runaway or self-damaging moves. I think it just hurts you. Yeah, there's a few Pokken tournament videos on my channel, Brandon. You should check those out.
Where are you at again?
3091.
Because I'm suddenly like really not feeling good.
We can go to just 3100 if you want.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
we'll do that. We'll just go 3100.
Yeah. That's why I'm so quiet. I'm
No
like,
pressure.
man.
No pressure.
I'm like, ugh.
I'll just go to 3100 and stop.
I figured you were getting close to it, so I was like, I should
Yeah.
ask one more time. So if you're 3101, it'd be like, well,
We made progress today. That's what matters.
I mean, 300. It's not bad.
300 Celebi. I mean, that's 3 hours. 3 hours worth of hunting. Not to mention all the Geodudes that I've done now. I mean, I'm going to end here at 800, so...
There you go.
No, yeah, I'm very satisfied with our progress today. So I have fully scripted a live action video that I'm looking forward to filming once the new carpet's in and I'm able to. The PlayStation 1 versus the N64.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, I'm comparing the consoles themselves, their capabilities, what their graphics look like, all that stuff first, and then I'm comparing the games on each system by genre.
The very last console war.
It was pretty much... I see all the time PS1 versus Sega Saturn, and to be fair, that's probably a better comparison. But I've seen maybe 2 videos on all of YouTube, the PS1 versus the N64. And one of them wasn't even a comparison of the two. It was using those two as an example to say that that generation of gaming has aged terribly because they don't look good. Which is stupid, so... yeah, I'm looking forward to making that video.
That'll be good.
I don't think too many people are going to watch it, but...
Well, you never know, but I did like your Pokemon Snap one.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to using my lav mic. Honestly, that's what I'm looking forward to most, is recording with my lavalier mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fully scripted. I have pretty much the editing blocked out. I just got to film it, and yeah. Hopefully it'll be out sometime next month.
We'll see what happens.
And I also want to continue my N64 videos. Pokemon Snap was the second episode in a series that I'm calling the N64 Chronicles. My original idea was to just make reviews of every single N64 game, because a lot of them don't have any. And I think I want to do that. Like, I've already planned, so everyone watching, this is a behind-the-scenes sneak peek. I'm already planning on my April Fool's video to be a video talking about an N64 golf game called Waiale Golf, which is terrible. I can't play it. I can't even shoot the ball. And it's just going to be, the whole video is going to be me ranting about how terrible it is.
That'll be fun.
I paid $1 for this game, and it was the biggest waste of $1 of my life. Stuff like that.
Should let me know when you get to Quest 64. That's actually a guilty pleasure of mine.
That's one of the only RPGs on the whole system.
Yeah, it got crapped on a lot, but like I really liked it.
It's like, well, you got that and Paper Mario, and that's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think the only reason why I liked it because it was one of the only ones on there. Like, and I was big into RPGs at the time.
That's what I was like. That's something I point out in my video. Like, the Super Nintendo was an RPG powerhouse, but then all of them ditched Nintendo and hopped on the PlayStation. Every single one of them. And some of the best RPGs of all time are on the Super Nintendo, and their sequels are on the PlayStation. N64 pretty much got Quest 64 and Paper Mario, and that's it. That's pretty much it. You got nothing else. Which is a shame, because I feel like RPGs could have done really well on the N64. Okay, this is my last Celebi.
Alrighty.
Shiny Mewtwo is green. You'll know. But yeah, no, I've never played Quest 64. I'm looking forward to that. There's a bunch of N64 games I've never played, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to play them. Okay, I am done. I'm going to wait for the rest of my Geodude batch to finish up.
The bad batch.
Yeah.
I have 37 more to go.
All right.
You can hang in there if you want.
I'm going to finish up my Geodudes and then finish on my end. And then you're going to get your shiny Celebi as soon as I hang up the call.
No, I don't know about that.
I need to hang up the call sooner so you can get it sooner. That's how it goes.
I'm not feeling lucky today.
That's how it goes, man. You're overdue.
No.
You're overdue for a shiny.
No. Hey, thanks, Cigar. Appreciate that. Let's hope you get the Celebi.
Ooh, Jungle Cruise is getting a makeover.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Looks like Disney just posted a video interviewing some Imagineers about some stuff they've got planned for the ride.
Isn't that the one that's based off that new Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie?
Yes, the ride is based off of that new movie. That has yet to come out. That is correct.
I wonder if they're gonna,
No, it doesn't look like they're going to actually reference the movie at all, but they are definitely giving it an overhaul. So, that looks cool. The stream is ending on my end, Sassy, but not quite yet. I'm finishing up my Geodudes here. I am done looking for Celebi, though. RPGs on the Nintendo 64. Yeah, there's not many. Paper Mario, Quest 64. That's about it. If you want to stretch the definition, we got, the Zelda stuff. We've got Harvest Moon. We got Ogre Battle. That is such a stretch, though. Those are not RPGs. Those are... The fact is, the PS1 got so many RPGs. It's not even funny. It literally got dozens that are worth playing and another few dozen that aren't. It just got so many RPGs. One could say that RPGs were perfected on the PlayStation because of the humongous storage space that CDs offered. And a lot of those RPGs were on multiple CDs. Final Fantasy VIII was on 4 of them. 4!
4 CDs, yep. No, 8 was on 3.
Oh, 9 was on
8
4.
Wait,
4.
wait, no. You're right. 4. It was.
I know what I
Wait,
said.
which one was the one that was on 3? There was one of them was on 3.
7
and
was
then
on
two of them,
3.
Yeah, 7 was on 3, and then 8 and 9 were on 4.
That
You're
sounds
right. You're
right.
right.
I'm checking right now.
Yeah. No, it is. It is.
Yep, 8 was on 4. 4.
And so was 9, and they had like just basically the 4th disc was always like the last boss disc.
Yeah.
Like all the good stuff was on disc 3. Like you wanted to hang around disc 3 as long as possible.
It's because the final disc, that's where all the cutscenes were. That's where all the in-game cutscenes were. The final boss, the 20-minute in cutscene, the credits, all that. They needed a whole disc just to fit all that on there.
Yeah.
Fun fact, all those Final Fantasy games, the whole game is on each disc. It's just the cutscenes, the FMVs that are different between them. So if you're good at disc swapping, you could totally play the opening part of the game using the 3rd disc, and you could see all sorts of funny stuff happen when they're not supposed to.
Uh-oh.
It's really funny. But yeah, the whole game is programmed on each individual disc. It's just the FMVs that are different. And it's that way with all the Final Fantasy games. But, I mean, besides Final Fantasy, you also had, Dragon Quest VII. You had, I mean, I could open up my list here just to see. You had Chrono Cross. Where is my script? Come on, let me find my script. Okay, Xenogears, Grandia, Suikoden, Lunar Silver Star Story, Breath of Fire, Wild Arms, tons more. Those were all on PlayStation, and all the ones that I just mentioned are all worth playing, by the way, and there are multiples of those. So, yeah. PlayStation was an RPG powerhouse. The N64, it had Mario 64. It had Smash.
I mean...
had Ocarina of Time. Had Mario Kart. The problem with the N64 was there were 3 categories of games. And they were all pretty much spread exactly with each other. There was Nintendo-made games, there were third-party games, and there were sports games.
Yeah.
They were cut into even slices of the pie. A third of the games were from Nintendo, a third of the games were sports games, and the last third was everything else. And it was just a mixture.
Pretty much. They had some good sports games too, like, you know...
It did. Madden 99 is really solid on the system.
I was talking about the arcade ones like Blitz and...
Oh, yeah.
Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey and...
Yeah, what was that one? Cruisin' USA.
Yeah, Cruisin' USA, Hang Time.
Yeah. It had some pretty good... WrestleMania, that was...
Yeah, all the wrestling games, if you're into that stuff, like, you know...
The sports games on the N64, we're not saying they're bad, it's just that there was just such a disproportionate amount of them compared to everything else.
Yeah.
People just didn't make games for the system.
Yeah.
And a lot of the games that they did make were just ports of other games that were on other systems, like Toy Story 2. That had a better version on the PlayStation 1. Although I loved the N64 version growing up, absolutely loved it. But like the Rare games, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much the only quality third-party games that were on the system.
Rare.
That's part of why people have been saying, when's the N64 Mini coming out? And I'm just like, well, what would even be on it? Like, aside from the first-party Nintendo games, what else is there? There's the Rare stuff, but Microsoft owns Rare now. Okay, what else? Nothing. I can't think of anything. That's it. You're going to have 8 Mario games. You're going to have maybe the 2 Legend of Zelda games, and maybe the original Smash Brothers. that's going to be it. There's nothing left. Sorry to tell you.
I think the N64 had the least amount of games for a Nintendo console.
296.
Yeah, it's small.
It's not as small as the Virtual Boy.
Well, I mean, that doesn't exist.
And the Wii U.
Well, I mean, that doesn't exist.
The Wii U has 165 games. So the N64 actually almost has double that.
That's their own fault there. They failed to market
is.
that console properly. The N64, at least people knew what it was.
The Wii U, it was also Nintendo's fault because for the first few years of the system's existence, they had this prerequisite that if you made a game for the system, it had to utilize the gamepad in some unique way. If you couldn't use the gamepad, then you were literally not allowed to make a game for the Wii U. They luckily dropped that, but they didn't drop that rule until 2014. That was like 3 years into the system's life. It would be like if Nintendo said, you can make a game for the Switch, but only if it uses HD Rumble, and they don't drop that feature, they don't drop that requirement until pretty much right now. What are you at?
1379.
13.
I'm sorry, 3079. I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
I'm mentally checked out.
Okay, well, I've finished my my Geodudes, so I'm gonna end my stream now.
Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe if we limit to like 300, maybe we can do it
300
every
at a
week.
time sounds good to me.
Maybe we do it every week instead of every other Monday. I think we could squeeze in 300, and then I'm not gonna do it tonight because I don't feel good. But then like maybe next time, you know, if we did 300, I could do a second stream. You could do a second stream, something like that.
That's
But,
not, yeah, we'll talk about it.
all right.
All right, sounds good. Feel better soon.
I will.
And I
All right,
hope that
man.
you get a Celebi in the next 20 minutes.
We won't.
Okay.
All right. See you,
Later.
man.
And I am done streaming, guys. So, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed your time here. And yeah, I don't know what the next thing is going to be on my channel. Maybe Dynamax Adventures on Wednesday. I don't know. We'll have to see. But thanks everyone for coming out and hanging out. This has been great. We made some epic progress on Celebi and Geodude today. Yeah, go to ThatBaldGamer's chat and cheer him on. Let him know that that you believe in him. And yeah, I'm done with my stream, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.